Welcome to the stream. I just want to say real quick, no, Dylan did not have any say on me playing this. He doesn't know this exists, I'm pretty sure. I do not know what this game is at all. I have zero idea. I'm a little nervous. It doesn't say that there's sexual content, so I don't know what's gonna happen. This is either gonna be my worst stream or my best stream. You should consider chair fucking simulator. Yeah, I'm down for it. Welcome to the stream, Barkington. There's gonna be a lot of... Well, this is... You know, sometimes the dating apps don't go well, so you gotta go with what you get. I don't think this is a gooner game, though. I think that it's gonna be a nice, wholesome experience. My name is Justin. That's me. See you later, Justin. Same to you. Have a good one. Yet another painfully dull day at this store. Maybe I'm speaking too harshly about it, but I'm just bored here. And every day just feels the same. Oh, well, it is my life. What species is the insect? I have no idea. And every day just feels the same. Wake up, eat, doom scroll the normal social media, go to work, come home, watch some anime, sleep, then repeat. Repeat and repeat until most days you aren't even aware that you're conscious. God, it's been what, 6 years since I've moved here? About 4 years since I started this job? How can so little happen in such a long time? Events in town break up the monotonous days, but those are few and far between. The next one is Halloween in a few months, and I have no interest in getting all dressed up for something so childish. I just wish there was something. Taking this small town by storm, my attention gets dragged to the TV hanging from the ceiling. Practically a horror attraction with all the stories being told about it, the adjacent town that was abandoned a century ago has seen a rise in popularity, with stories of everlasting love being granted to those who manage to walk through the city hand in hand, and even one about a mysterious beast living in the heart of the city. It's no surprise why the youth here are all planning trips there in the near future. If you plan on going, don't forget to bring your offering for the beast, or it might end up taking you instead. It feels like that's what this guy is going to do. So, I don't know if we're boning the insect. I hope not. But, you know, we might get into some dangerous territory with this one. Also, to help ensure the safety of the visitors, there is now a registered opening and closing time. We ask everyone to please visit between... A mysterious beast, huh? Back when I was a kid, it was the ghost of a child. Maybe I can go check that out on my free day this week. Not like I have anything better to do. And who knows, maybe it'll be the thing to bring excitement in my life. The only question now is, what offering would a beast want? Considering it's more than likely to be a stray animal, a Hamburg steak should suffice. I can grab one before I leave today. Now that I think about it, that city isn't too far from where I used to live. My mouth briefly gets pulled into a smile as I get somewhat nostalgic thinking about my old house. It's short-lived, though, as I remember how awful it feels visiting. I don't hate it or anything, but having to tell my mother every time that nothing in my life has changed makes me feel... embarrassed? You know, Welcome to the stream, Pyramid Steve. Thank you for being here. Welcome. I don't normally play... this, but hey... we're here. Oh. Okay. Okay, it's short-lived as I remember the awesome feeling. I don't hate it or anything, but having to tell my mother... Okay. That doesn't seem like the right word. Maybe ashamed? Ashamed that I'm still working here? Ashamed that I'm not doing something meaningful with my life? Oh, thanks for liking the stream. This is a goober game? It might be. I don't know. I'm scared. I think it's going to be a nice, wholesome game, and nothing goonery is going to happen in this game at all. Also, this character is me, and I don't like that. I don't like that I'm seeing myself here. And let's not even mention her pestering me about my relationships. Suddenly I feel exhausted. I just want to go home. The walk home thankfully helps clear my mind a bit. Something about just walking in the middle of an empty street at night fills you with such freedom. I wonder if I'll get this same feeling at the city. At the very least, seeing nature start to take back something humans made is always really cool. I walk the rest of the empty streets and eventually turn the corner to my home. I feel like a lot of you are really hoping that I accidentally show just the biggest set of honkin' bonkins. And then I get banned from YouTube. I walk the rest. Okay. I like these like little painting things. I don't know how many people made this game, but this is neat. That would be, honestly, if that's the way that I go down, that would be really fucking funny. Well, isn't this nice? Lights on, shoes at the door, and the smell of homemade cooking. Yep, it's definitely her calling card. Ahem. Do I smell something burning? I hear a sharp eek come from the kitchen, and a head pops out to greet me. Justin, were you trying to give me a heart attack? I should be asking you the same thing. How many times do I have to tell you not to come in here whenever you want? Well, I have the key. It would be a shame not to use it, don't you think? For the last time, you have the key because you're the landlord, not so you can barge in unannounced. I'd be terrified. You look like a Justin, to be honest. I'm assuming your name is Justin. Yes. Yes, Pyramid Steve, I am. You can give people heart attacks? With enough force, you can. Well, if the problem here is being unannounced, then I'll just shoot you a text next time. She's clearly having fun with this. I mean, it's not like it's a really big deal, but listen, Claire, you're my friend, but this is my place, and I sometimes need my privacy. How would you feel if you came home one day and I was just lounging on your couch? Hearing this seems to have made her understand a little, and her face drops. For now, though, I'm starving. What did you make for us today? This noticeably makes her feel better, and she rushes back into the kitchen. It's just a simple curry my mom used to make my dad and I all the time. You know what? If my landlord busted into my place and made me curry, I'd be okay with that. I'd be like, yeah, you can chill. That's enough playing dumb now. I did the bit. I just wanted to apologize for what happened in the last Monster Hunter stream, Justin. What do you mean what happened in the last Monster Hunter stream? Did something happen? If something happened, I'm completely unaware of it. Nothing too fancy. I guess Claire is the one part of my life I can never predict or expect. I met her about 3 years ago. I had finally managed to convince my mom to let me move away from my old house in the middle of nowhere and came here. I didn't want to move to a big city or anything, just somewhere with a little more hustle and bustle. The search wasn't going well until Claire's mom said she had a small place she could rent to us for cheap. After I got the okay, I immediately start packing. My mom paid for the rent until I graduated so I could focus on my studies and getting a job. I wonder if she's regretting that now, seeing my current career choice. Then one day after work, I saw Claire outside the complex looking awfully confused. I sat down with her and we ended up talking for a long time. She explained to me that she'd be taking over her mother's job as the landlord to this complex. Once her mother came, she told me that Claire was standing outside so confused because she had forgotten the key to her apartment. I guess not much has really changed. I can't even remember how many times she had to call a locksmith to get back into her room. In fact, she seems to remember the keys to my place more than her own. Hey, quit daydreaming over there. Claire's voice brings me back to reality. Have you ever heard about how popular that abandoned city has gotten? Yeah, actually I heard about it today on the news. I'm shocked you're interested in it, with how bad you are with horror. Just because I'm bad with horror doesn't mean I can't like it. And it's less that I'm interested and more that literally everyone is talking about it. I didn't realize it had gotten that big. I was actually planning on going tomorrow since I'm off work. Claire is not the bug. It's someone else. Sonic, yada yada. I'm saying sorry about crashing out and I don't think you're a furry. If you say you're not a furry, you're not a furry. Also, I don't care if you are a furry. You be whoever you want. No, the bug is the person that they're talking about, though. We're going to go see the bug. That is, if you aren't shaking too much from being scared, says the one too afraid to go in the first place. Hey, I can't go because I have responsibilities as a landlord that keep me here. Listen, it's not my fault. It's this stupid rumor about some ghost kid I heard about when I was in school. Ever since I got scared, even thinking about that place, I guess our schools were close enough to have the same stories about the city. I'll make sure to get plenty of pictures for you. And hey, if I find that mysterious beast that's supposedly there, I'll tell it to swing by here before it eats me. Do that and I swear I'll hunt you down in the afterlife. What is some... I may give Claire a lot of trouble for coming over uninvited, but it is nice sometimes. I'll have to cook her something as well to say thanks. On second thought, that just sounds like a surface way to double my rent. So there's a sale going on, anime female. Welcome to the stream, Joelander. You haven't been here in so long. So there's a sale going on for visual novel games, so if anyone has any recommendations, I can get those too. But my cooking isn't exactly on the level of deadly, but it definitely isn't edible. Dude, it's easy to cook. While I'm lost in thought, Claire walks over with two steaming plates of curry, and we dig in. Do we get to see the curry? As I come back from washing the dishes, Claire grabs my attention. Hey, it might have been a joke earlier, but please be careful at the city. All rumors are based off of something, and there's no telling what that beast could actually be. I'll be alright, Claire, thank you. In worst case scenario, the beast gets me, and I won't have to go to work the next day. I feel like shit worse than I always... Oh, no, sane. Hope you feel better. Let's see, I know, bad joke. I appreciate it, but seriously, it'll be fine. If it's a big tourist attraction, there won't be anything too dangerous there. This seems to put her mind at ease a bit, and she starts gathering up her things. Okay, I'm gonna head out now. Don't forget about those pictures, I'm serious. After seeing her out, I finish cleaning up and head to bed. That's when the insect lady jorks my peener to completion. I can't stay asleep. I keep getting jolted awake with the only thing on my mind being that abandoned city and the faint sound of music. It isn't like me to get so fixated on something like this. I know the rumors aren't true. I know they're just something kids made up and spread around to their friends. I know all that. So why? Why can't I just go to sleep and think about it tomorrow? I end up mulling this over until I see the clock hit 2 a.m. No, it's a rough profession, but nothing close to area codes. Okay, I should chill out. Eventually, I decide that I'm not getting any more sleep tonight anyway. Once I roll out of bed, the music seems to instantly vanish. I think I remember reading somewhere that having audio in your dreams is a rare occurrence. I'll have to brag about that to Claire sometime, but thinking about my unique brain will have to wait. Unique. I grab my offering from the fridge and head out towards the city. We're gonna go meet the bug girl. Around halfway through my bike ride there, I fully wake up and my brain catches up with what I'm doing. It's a lot colder than I realized. Half of me wants to go home and grab a jacket, and the other half says don't bother. 10 more minutes pass before I can see the entrance of the city. The concrete pillar, now toppled over, lets me know I've arrived. I can already feel a terrible chill run down my spine. Maybe it's just the weather, though. I park my bike over to the side, making sure to tuck it behind some bushes, and make my way into the city. The sight is truly something out of fiction. The ruined buildings, all eerily darkened by the night. The only thing allowing me to find my way is the moonlight barely making its way through the clouds above. And you're still rocking the beard. Yeah, I gotta get it trimmed though. If this is a Gooner game by the time I look it up, I will tell you. If not, then I'm not gonna tell you. No spoilers. I slow my pace, making sure to take in the scenery as I round the corner to the offering spot. I'm not sure what I expected from a pile of offerings by kids, but it wasn't this. This feels more like a place for them to get rid of trash than anything else. I don't think even a beast could digest this stuff. All my excitement is gone by now. I throw my offering into the pile and start my trek home. What an utter waste of time. Just as I turn around, however, I hear the sound of plastic crumpling behind me. The logical assumption would be some animal or even another person made that noise, but my mind jumps to the beast. My heart begins to race as I slowly turn back to the offering pile. Oh, there she is. I remain silent as I see nothing but glossy black hair, paired with a tattered cloak draped over this person's shoulder. Stay after the gunplay stream and Hey, I was hoping that game was going to go on sale. I guess it would make sense that this abandoned city still had people that called it home. I almost turned back around to leave before remembering what I put in the pile. I feel bad. I reach over to try and grab it from the pile. Before I have the chance to, I see them holding it in their hands. Not just holding it, but eating it raw. A sudden urge to vomit hits me. That doesn't last long, though, as my concern for their health takes over. I rush over and grab their shoulder to try and stop them. My hand barely touches them before their head whips around to face me. Ah! She's so pretty. Thanks for liking the stream. I fall onto the hard, cold dirt around under me. It freezes up and we both stare at each other. What the? Its eyes are locked on me as if waiting to see what I do. I take a gulp and try talking to it directly. What are you? Are you freak? You freak, are you alright? Are you alright? Hearing my concern, it looks over at me puzzled. It opens its mouth as if ready to respond before running into the adjacent building. After seeing it scuttle away, I quickly follow suit. Oh God! A woman! Ha! I can't believe it! It was real! The creature was real! The One Piece is real! I run full force through the streets. The chill autumn air only fuels my desire to run. With every exhale, a puff of steam comes out of my mouth. With every sharp inhale, the chill air pierces my lungs. I'm terrified, yet also exhilarated and slightly horny. Whatever that thing was, it shot me full of so much adrenaline that I ran all the way home without stopping. I slam into the wall, my body catching up to itself as I stop. As I stand there catching my breath, the door next to me flies open and Claire comes out to meet me. There you are. Where the hell did you run off to at 2 a.m? I can tell she's worried, but I can't help but not want to tell her. It's embarrassing. The abandoned city. I couldn't sleep well because it's on my mind, so I decided to just go there. A look of relief washes across Claire's face. Oh, thank God it's only that. Huh? You have no clue how worried I was that I'd have to kick you out for substance abuse. Jeez, that's where your mind went? I heard you slam your front door shut, then I saw you ride off on your bike while stuffing something in your pocket. If I kicked you out, where else would I crash when I forget my keys? Now relief washes over me. You scared me, Claire. I thought something really bad happened. Wait. Oh no. Something bad did happen. What? I left my bike at the city. How could I be that stupid? Is that all? You have the day off tomorrow. Just get it then. She's right. But remembering the distance to the city leaves me not looking forward to the trip at all. Not to mention the thing that is hiding in the city. You're right. I'll head out there again tomorrow. For now, though, I need some rest. I'm sorry for worrying you, Claire, and I'm sorry for keeping you up. It's all good. At least something exciting happened for once. Something exciting, huh? You're right in that we need some sleep, though. 4 a.m. shouldn't be a time that anyone is awake. This game is dark because it's scary. Actually, I don't think it is supposed to be scary. I found it. I don't know how I found this game, I'll be completely honest. Steam has some weird stuff. A lot of it I can't stream. Good night, Justin. Good night, Claire. Making my way into my room, I glance at my phone that was left on the table next to my bed. Many missed calls and even more worried messages. I feel bad. Why couldn't I have just gone back to sleep? None of this would have happened. Claire wouldn't have had to worry. We both would have gotten a full night's sleep. Dylan didn't do it. I found this, honestly, I'm surprised that he hasn't, thanks for liking the stream. I'm surprised he hasn't messaged me asking what the fuck this is. And most importantly, I never would have seen that thing. I'm taken aback at my own use of the word thing. I fade in and out of sleep, the vision of the creature's big red eye plastered to the back of my eyelids. I wonder if I'll see it again tomorrow. I did this for us. Got too many Gooner games, so I don't trust it on Goob. Yeah, dude. There's a lot of... There's one that I wanted to play, but I can't. But the name for it was like... It was like Sex Pirates and the Bukake Buccaneers. Can't play that. And then I was looking up like streaming on like not safe for work things. And I don't know if I really want to do that. With that thought, I'm finally able to stay asleep. I wake up late, very late. Thoughts of last night continues rushing through my mind as I wish it was all just a bad dream or some sick joke. But the many missed calls and worried messages from Claire still on my phone remind me of just how real it is. I clear the notifications, then head to the pantry for some breakfast. As I eat, I remember that I need to go back to the city sometime today and decide to look more into it. When I look it up, I'm immediately hit with an opening and closing time. This seems like pretty important information. Why didn't I hear about it? Especially because I saw what comes out at night. I wonder, would it be smart to bring another offering as a sort of insurance? Yeah, let's grab something. I go through the fridge to see if I can spot something it might like and settle on some sliced deli ham. I pocket it and head out. Oh, ham. Hey, Nathan Game, welcome to the stream. There's only one other video. Then I'm the second video. Do you know why vanilla is considered basic? It was so good that it became the standard. Honestly. And vanilla human route. Well, then I gotta go for the... We'll see where it goes. It's already sunset by the time I leave. While on my way to the city, I realized it's a lot further away than I thought. I guess it felt a lot closer while fleeing in fear. Just thinking of maybe spotting the creature again makes my heart race and gives me goosebumps. As I reach the entrance, that's spelled wrong, I notice the setting sun is now nowhere to be seen. Walking up to the pillar, I can see a car parked a little up the road. But whoever that is doesn't concern me. I just need to grab my bike and leave. Unfortunately, as I move aside the bushes I parked it near, I don't see it. Okay, this isn't good. I glance towards the car parked up the road. The sight of a badge on the door and lights on top tells me this could mean trouble. I steady myself, then make my way in. Welcome to the stream, Circus Scrap. This is peak. This looks like Doki Doki Literature Club. It's a visual novel, and Doki Doki is also a visual novel. I'm probably going to be playing a few visual novels for the next few days. I got some that are interesting. That bike was way too much to just leave it here. Slinking through alleyways, I eventually get close to the offering pile. I don't remember bringing it in, but it's my last hope. Just as I step out into the clearing that leads there, though, I hear two voices. I just don't get it. Why would kids even want to visit this decrepit place at night? Wow, decrepit is a little mean, don't you think? For being a century abandoned, this place is in pretty good shape, I'd say. And besides, a little curfew breaking is exactly something a kid would do. Not to mention all the rumors about this place. I know all that, but still, is it really worth getting in trouble with the police? Or even worse, their parents? You're seriously telling me you'd punish a kid if you saw them here at night? I expected better of you. Their bickering continues as they get closer. With no time to think, I dive into the nearest building to hide and peek through a window to watch. And another thing, how can you look at this and still talk about this place in a positive light? The officer beckons to the offering pile. Oh, come on, lighten up a little. It's supposed to be an offering to the beast that lives here. Yeah, like that's anything more than a story a bunch of kids made up. If only they knew. And besides, this pile is mostly just trash. What kind of beast would want that? Me. Trust me, the other ones are gonna be amazing. You're gonna love it. There's a brief pause, then they both chuckle and walk away. Come on, we've already patrolled this place a dozen times. Let's head out. A couple minutes pass before I hear their car start up and drive away. I breathe a sigh of relief. That was way too close. I know, right? I whip around and spot a single red dot in the center of the pitch black room. Hello? Hi? Alright, either I'm insane or that's the creature. Not only that, but the creature just talked. Sorry to intrude. I'll be out of your way now. I try to make my way to the entrance, but my arm gets grabbed. It's hard and cold, yet feels warm with life, almost like a hard, living plastic wrapping around my arm. Not to mention the strength. It feels like a vice was tightened around my arm. Food? It thinks I'm food? I try to pull my arm away, but it doesn't move an inch. While panicking, I feel a hand slide into the pocket of my hoodie where I had put the sliced ham. Oh, I brought that for you. Hold left control on your keep. Why should I do that? For me? Oh. Hold on. Do you want it so that the text goes faster? Can you at least read my comment above this one? Hold on. I can make the text speed faster. It lets go, and I'm finally able to turn around and see its face clearly. Glossy black hair with antenna poking out from its forehead. That looks like she's sucking a titty. A single pitch black eye with a red iris showing through the split in its hair. A torn tarp draped over its shoulders, barely covering the forearms protruding from its sides. It's eating away at the ham I brought, looking very pleased to do so. Wait. No, I did read it. Okay. I feel it's my time to run, but something is keeping me here, almost like I'm hard-coded to stay. It seems to completely ignore me, almost like it forgot I was here. Your name, what are you called? Oops. It looks up slightly puzzled at the question, but eventually points to itself and answers, Ophelia. It points to me and says, Good food guy? I can't help but chuckle at this. I'm Justin. Justin. Thanks for food. It turns around and moves aside some dusty old shelf to show a staircase downwards. Come, down, follow me. This is where she rips open my throat and lays eggs in my stomach. The walk is short, and before I knew it, we arrive at the end of the staircase. She gestures to an open door at the bottom of the stairs, and we both head in. It's a jolt to the system when I walk in. Damn, bitch, you live like this? It lives... A single bed in the corner of the room and a wall that is all but collapsed. It's a major safety hazard and a disaster waiting to happen. You're not leaving. You know what? So she eats a couple kids. It's fine. To distract myself from the horror in front of me, I try and find something to talk about. So, who all lives here? Who? Me? Ophelia? Just you? It nods silently and goes into it. You know what? This sounds like me. Well, this is an awkward situation, so, you come here often? It nods silently and goes into an adjacent room. As it does, I move closer to the rubble that was once a wall. I manage to spot a desk covered in papers under some rocks before I feel a hand grab my arm again. I jump and turn around. You really have to stop doing that. Don't go there, it says in a strangely firm voice. Doctor stuff, not touch. Make doctor mad. Over here. It turns me towards the door where my bike is sitting there waiting for me. My bike! My brand! I rush over to it, the sudden movement making Ophelia jump. Man, I can't thank you enough. You just saved me like $200. 200 deer? Oh no, like cash, money? If it's a $200 bike, that bike's a piece of shit. This only makes it more puzzled. That reminds me. So, what exactly are you? Ophelia. It looks slightly proud to say that. No, I mean like, what are you? Where did you come from? How did you get here? I don't get. Ophelia is Ophelia. That what doctors say. I come from here. I always be here. Its genuinely confused frown tells me it's telling the truth and to not question anymore. Anyway, you have machine now. You can go to you home. Ah, right. Thank you again for keeping it safe, I think. Why exactly did you bring it down here? Looks shiny and fun. Pretty shallow reasoning, but I'm thankful nonetheless. I start grabbing my stuff and just now realizing I have to carry it all up all those stairs. I'll see you again. Thanks, Ophelia. I'll come by again sometime, maybe on my next day off work. Probably. That's probably what happened. Well, I'm confused. She seems to have understood for the most part. Yes, see you soon, Justin. I take one last look around the room and make my way out. As I climb the stairs, however, the adrenaline from the whole experience starts wearing off and I get extremely tired. Before I know it, I'm on my bike and riding back. Ophelia, huh? Not exactly a name I expected a mystery beast to have. Or a mysterious beast to have. But then again, nothing recently has been anything I expect. The night is dark and the wind against my face feels cold. I try to focus on my ride home and the comfy bed waiting for me when I arrive. However, no matter how much I try, Ophelia comes to the forefront of my mind. Its weird way of talking, its dangerously decrepit place in the middle of an abandoned city, and of course, the elephant in the room, those 4 arms, and whatever it is that comes from its mouth when it eats. And who knows how many other weird things I haven't seen yet. As the last thought crosses my mind, I get home and head inside, making sure to lock my bike up tightly before doing so. After winding down and grabbing a quick bite to eat, I get a message from Claire asking how everything went. Jesus Christ, buddy, turn the brightness down on your phone. Hey, I heard you get home late again. Everything go well? I lay down and respond. Oops, Yeah, it took a while to find where my bike went off to. Plus, there were some really annoying guards I had to duck. Guards? Justin, what the hell? Listen, they were just patrolling around to see if anyone was there after it was surprised to close. They left soon after I arrived. But you were still there after closing again. Stop burying me alive, beautiful. Yeah, I'd be down to play it. Why not? Fuck it. It's fine, it's fine. I ran into a building and hid there until they left, and when they did, what exactly am I supposed to tell Claire here? I can't exactly tell her about Ophelia, can I? I'll just tell her the truth. Well, here goes nothing, I suppose. Well, as hard as it is to believe, I met someone in the building I ducked into. She takes a bit to respond to this. You did? Was it someone squatting there? Sorta. Saying it was someone isn't quite right, though. It was something. A creature that was half human, half... I don't even know what. Reading it back makes it all just sound ridiculous. After what feels like an eternity, Claire finally responds. Okay, haha, very funny. Huh? Just because I like horror stories doesn't mean I'll fall for something that ridiculous. I'm being serious, though. It said its name was Ophelia, and it led me down there until the building into this... down under the building into this basement where it was living. The more I type, the more outlandish this all sounds. Well, I'm glad you managed to escape the big bad monster. Oh, and Ophelia? A little too cute of a name for a scary monster to have, don't you think? Yeah, my thoughts exactly. I decided to leave it at that and tell her goodnight. There's one thing I can say for sure. This has been the most exciting day of my life. We haven't even really started. It's been over 2 weeks now since I went to the city. Every night my dreams have been taken over by those empty streets. A cold, black hand, beating with life, takes hold of me and drags me into a building. They stand there in front of me. Ophelia. She walks closer to me. Where are you? Come back, Justin. I get pulled away from her and I'm back in my room. I can hear soft music playing as I sit up. Rubbing my head, I take a look at my phone. 5 a.m., huh? The music is still playing and I realize that it's coming from next door. What in the world is she doing up so early? I get out of bed and start making my way to the kitchen. The music is louder now, and I realize it's looping. Every now and then, it stops, and I hear a faint bang before it repeats once more. I open up my fridge to grab some food, and it stops altogether. It's not long before I hear clamoring from the other side of the wall and get a message on my phone. Hey, sorry, I got caught up in some work and lost track of time. I didn't wake you, did I? Nah, you're good. I've just been having a hard time sleeping lately. Oh, is everything all right? Anything you want to talk about? I know I'm a pot calling the kettle black, but it's not healthy to keep getting no sleep. I appreciate it, Claire. I think that would be nice. Since we're both up, want to go to the park to chat? I think some fresh air will help a lot. OMG, the park sounds perfect. Give me a second to change and I'll be right out. I also changed, remembering that I'm still in my pajamas, then meet Claire outside. Good call in the park, Justin. This doesn't look like a park. The crisp morning air does wonders after an all-nighter, especially in the fall for some reason. You sound like an old man talking like that. Claire gives a half-hearted gasp. I cannot believe you would say that. I swear the nerve of you youngins nowadays. We both laugh at her response before what she said catches up to me. Wait, you said all-nighter? Why in the world did you pull an all-nighter? I already told you I got caught up in some work. Nothing wrong with that. You talk like this is a common occurrence. Why do you think I always get up so late? I always just assumed you slept an ungodly amount of hours each night. Can I make a judgment call on the story? Go for it. I dream of bugs that look like 8 feet tall mills. Hey. So what was the work you were caught up in? Claire lets out a half-hearted laugh. It's nothing important, just a hobby of mine I've had for a while. Usually I don't let it keep me up so late, but I've been in a bit of a slump. No matter what, I can't get the creative juices flowing. Sort of like writer's block? Exactly. New songs used to come so naturally before, but now I spend more time staring at my keyboard than I actually do playing it. Songs, huh? I guess that would explain the music I was hearing through the walls. Claire seems taken aback, almost like she didn't even realize that she told me. Sorry, I seriously didn't know you could hear it. Hey, it's fine, man. Like I said, it didn't wake me or anything. That's one I've been stuck on for months now. Frankly, I don't think it'll ever be finished, and the longer I spend on it, the more expectations myself and others have on the final product. And that just ends up making it longer. It's so frustrating too, because at the beginning it was so easy. Everything was flowing so naturally, and I made so much progress. Claire's mom is married to the doctor, and Ophelia is Claire's mutated sister. End of the story might get... Let's see if you call it. I think I just need some new experiences. Something to shake up my life. Give me new inspiration. When you came into my life, it helped for a bit, but now that doesn't help. I'm sorry to hear that, Claire. It really seems like you're in a rough spot with all of this. Putting yourself through so much stress to try and put out a product as perfect as possible, I can't even begin to imagine the weight on your shoulders. Yeah, but it's a weight I place there myself. I know I can do this, I really do. But it just gets hard. A looming deadline, constantly feeling like I'm behind on work. Feeling like I can't take a single day off or else it won't get done. And the worst part of all, The fear that when I do finish, no one will enjoy it. Well, from what I heard this morning, people would be insane if they didn't enjoy your music, Claire. And I know I'm just one person, but I believe in you, truly. Have you thought about planning a vacation? Take all your music stuff with you and just go to a beach or something to try and reignite that fire, like arson? It's an idea I toyed with for sure. But more than that, I've thought about moving entirely. Breaking free of this small town where nothing happens. Go to a place where each day has the potential for a new experience. See, I moved to a bigger city and still nothing happens because I don't leave my house. Not a big city, but a place with a little more hustle and bustle. How'd you know what I was thinking, Mr. Psychic? It's the same thing I thought when I wanted to move from my old farmhouse to this town. Although now I realize that nothing happens here either. Just the same day playing on loop with the only difference being the change of weather. Is that what's been making it hard for you to sleep recently? Not quite. That has been on my mind a lot, but mostly whenever I'm at work. I used to not mind that gas station job, but now it just feels suffocating whenever I walk in. But thankfully, that's been pushed back ever since I met someone. Claire perks up and clearly interested, but she doesn't make any sly comments this time. This person is a total shut-in. Like, hasn't left their house their entire life kind of shut-in. Even so, after getting to know them for a bit, I think it might be best for them to leave their home. Leave? What makes you so sure they should? That's the thing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's safe for them away from home. What if society doesn't accept them, and they're forced back into their hole in the ground, or even worse? If I go out of my way to help, and they end up getting hurt, what would I do? A digital horror series known as Serverlight? No. What is that? This person, did they tell you they wanted to leave at all? They never said it outright, but I have a feeling they've been thinking about it for a long time. Like they thought of their home as a cage, but in that cage was the only place they knew they'd be safe. But after seeing the state of said home, I don't know how much longer it'll be safe. Unfortunately, this dilemma seems a little above my pay grade. I think you should talk with this person yourself about it if you want to, of course. But just like you're in my corner with my music, I'll be in your corner if you choose to help them. And maybe they need you in their corner too. I'm a bit taken aback. Claire said something truly profound and helpful. Thank you, Claire. I don't know how, but you managed to tell me everything I needed to hear and then some. You're an incredible friend, even if you do have a habit of breaking and entering. I could say the same to you. My stress seems to be lessened by a fair amount after your little pep talk. And let's not forget what your friend here cooks you a nice warm meal whenever she breaks and enters. I assume this is part where I start thanking you for all of those meals then. If you do, I might just let you skip this month's rent. Holy shit, really? No. We both share a nice laugh before getting up and stretching. You were calling me old earlier, but you actually stretch like an old man. Stretching is important at any age. I bet you couldn't even touch your toes. You're so stiff. Oh, you want to bet? Put some money where your mouth is? First, you milked my wallet with rent. Now you want me to gamble it away to you? Have you no heart? Our bickering continues all the way back home, where we both decide to get some much-needed rest. After a long day of mulling it over, I decided to go to the city again. Claire's talk really helped clear my mind. Regardless of whether or not I want to get more involved with helping Ophelia, I need to go see her again. I've prepared some things to bring with me this time that will hopefully be of use to her. First things first, some more food. She went crazy for ham last time, so I figured why not bring along some more? On top of that, a pair of sweatpants that I outgrew ages ago, and a hoodie I had stuffed in a box from when I first moved here. Finally, a spare blanket I had lying around. It's not much, but it should hopefully help her keep her warm as winter approaches. Now, even if I don't decide to help her, I'll have a clear conscience. All that's left to do is pack everything onto my bike and head out. As I get to the city entrance, I realize that Ophelia has no idea that I'm coming. I don't exactly have a way to contact her. For all I know, she might even be asleep. These concerns are short-lived, however, as before I even move deeper into the city, Ophelia appears. Justin, you're back. Ophelia, what are you doing out here? What if someone sees you? Panicked, I looked around for any signs of life. Ophelia just gives a small laugh. No one here, only you and me. Silver blight. Ah. Can we all agree that Satan is more weird than you? Everyone's weird here. How exactly do you know that? I just do. Wonderful explanation. Do you usually go out and about like this when no one is here? Not always. Knew you were coming. Wanted to see you. What a coincidence. I also came here because I wanted to see you. Here. I take out the bundle of gifts that were in my bike, much to Ophelia's surprise. These for me? Yes, it's not much, but I think they should help a bit as it gets colder. I can't imagine what you're wearing now keeps you very warm. Plus, some extra food for you, so you don't have to pick through the trash people leave for a bit. Ophelia beams. Thank you, Justin. Only doctors ever give gift. Come bring these home. She starts walking up before I can even register what she said. I park my bike in the bushes and opt to take the main path over to Ophelia's house. Honestly, it feels weird calling a mostly collapsed building a house, but regardless, I make my way over. Ophelia? You in here? Man, how do I lose her in a place like this? Oh my goodness. I got a little worried. Justin? Oh my god, what are you wearing? My clothes? Was putting on your gift. Every time I've seen her, she has had that tarp thing on. I can't believe just how much it was hot. God. She must have noticed me staring, but not what I was staring at. As she... Oh god, I'm gonna get fucking banned. Oh, did you want? It looks like it almost pains her to give away the ham. Is she trying to be considerate? Let's split it. Here, why don't we do this? I take the slice of ham from Ophelia and I do my best way to rip it in half as evenly as possible. My handiwork isn't that good though, so I hand the slightly larger half over to Ophelia. She looks over with so much excitement I can practically see the light radiating from her. Thank you, Justin. She waits to start eating until I've taken my first bite. Once she does, she makes quick work of it. The whole time my eyes are fixed on her mouth. What'd that thing do? Those things poke out every now and then and it looks to be pulling the food in. Could I put my wiener in there? But unlike the first time I saw her, they aren't fully extended. They seem inconvenient. I guess it's different if you had them your whole life, though. I was so focused on her mouth, she's already finished with the slice I gave her by the time I zoned back in. Are you all right, Justin? Yeah, I'm all right. You know, I was just thinking about how interesting you are, Ophelia. Ophelia? Interesting? Well, yeah, you have 4 arms, you're covered in this hard stuff, and you have those retracting thingies in your mouth. She begins to examine me closely. You have 2 arms, like doctors. Most people have 2 arms, Ophelia. In fact, I think it's more common for people to have 1 arm than 3 or even 4. This seems to take Ophelia completely by surprise. You really don't know much about the outside, huh? She shakes her head. Outside's scary. Dangerous. Doctors say, stay in, stay safe. People hurt Ophelia, doctors say. Wait, so you've never even talked to another person besides those doctors? She shakes her head once more. So what made you talk to me? You talked to me first. Now that she mentions it, I guess I did. So if I never said anything that time, none of this would be happening? Why does that make me feel a little sad? I try not to think about it as I ask about something that's been bothering me for a long time. You keep mentioning these doctors. Why? Were they like your parents? Ophelia seems a little shocked to hear me ask this. Parents. I don't know. Doctors are doctors. Always doctors. Well, what were they like? She softly smiles as she moves towards the half-buried desk in the room. Doctors. Nice. They help me with everything when little. Teaches me lots. Give me food. Give me clothes. Doctors play with me. Have lots of fun. Then, Ophelia's demeanor shifts. One day, doctors leave. Tell me stay safe, stay here. Stay for a long time. Never seen, until she looks back up to me with a large smile. You. I make my way over to the desk as well, Ophelia not stopping me this time. These doctors, they may not have been your parents, but I can tell they loved you dearly. Raising you for as long as they could and working hard to keep you safe even after they were gone. Some actual parents don't even do all that. I'm sure they never wanted to leave you. You listened to them for so long, you stayed safe. But now, I don't think anyone would consider this place safe. I think if they were here now, they wouldn't want you to stay in a building that's on the verge of collapsing. You want me to leave? It's not that I want you to, but I don't think it's the worst idea. What if doctors come back? I don't have the heart to tell her they are probably long gone by now. How about you leave a letter for them? Leave it right here on their desk so they can easily find it if they ever come back. She seems tortured by the thought of leaving. I can imagine. She stayed here for her whole life, and now someone is telling her to move on? Something like that would be hard for anyone. I think I need to think more. I'm sorry, Ophelia. I put my nose in a business that wasn't mine. No. Thank you. I always think about leaving, but always scared. That's why I need to think. I take this as my cue to leave. As I begin to make my way to the staircase, though, Ophelia grabs my attention. Will I see Justin again? Of course, if that's what you want. I do. I give her a smile and a wave, then make my way back towards my bike. You can't thunderblast her. Thanks for liking the stream. I hope I made the right choice giving her that advice. I just hope that wherever she moves to, she'll be away from people and stay safe. I get on my bike and head home. Sometime later. Thank you, sir. Come again. Man, a whole week of nonstop work. A few days after my last city trip, my coworker caught the flu and asked if I could cover their shifts. I say they asked, but they didn't really leave me much choice. So here I am, 7th day straight at work, stuck, imagining how I'd rather be enjoying a stub toe or a hangnail. At least it's been slow today. Less people to interact with and irritate me. But the ringing of the door interrupts me from looking at the bright side. Through the door, however, 2 people I've never seen before walk in. They look around the whole building, passing over me as quickly as the shelves. They move towards the back of the store. I watch them the best I can from behind the counter as they just murmur back and forth. This is probably the part of my job I hate the most. Begrudgingly, I walk over to the 2 men and strike up a conversation. Excuse me, do you 2 need help looking for anything? No, we were just debating on what to get for lunch. He quickly reaches behind me and grabs a sandwich off the shelf. Okay, well, if you need any help, I'll be at the counter. What an odd guy. Not long after I went to see what they were doing, they came to the counter with their food. 2 sandwiches and 2 milks. What are they, grade schoolers? Can I get you guys anything else? No, I think this will be it for today. Alright, that'll be $14.76, please. No problem. As I pat around trying to find their wallets, I decide to let my curiosity get the better of me. So, are you guys new to town? I don't think I've ever seen you in here before. Yeah, we are. Recently moved in a little down the street. Oh, really? What sparked you 2 to move out here in the middle of nowhere? It's only a temporary stay, sort of like a vacation. I'm not sure how hot this place is as a vacation spot, but if you manage to find anything cool, let me know. I've been here for years, and the most exciting thing by far is the city. They seem to perk up as I mention the city. Actually, that's something we were looking into a little. Tell us, what do you know about that place? I'm no expert. There's an opening and closing time in case you missed that. Make sure to bring an offering to the beast that lives there. And also, if you walk through it hand in hand, legend says your love will last forever or something. Open, offering, love. Thank you, you've provided very useful information. Of course, let me know if you manage to find anything cool there. Although I doubt they'll see anything cooler than Ophelia. The more talkative of the 2 then leans over to the other one after receiving some kind of call from his earpiece. I think we've taken up enough of this kid's time. The wallet, please. They both pat themselves down once more before fixing their suits and turning back to me. Sorry, we forgot our wallet. We'll go put the stuff back. Sorry to bother you. The mute one just bows their head. I'm not paying for them. They quickly grab the food from the counter and put it back where it belongs. As they rush out the door, they're once again talking into their earpieces. What a bunch of weirdos. Before I even have the time to process what just happened, my phone buzzes. Hey, Justin. God, can they turn their fucking brightness down? Sup, Claire, is everything alright? You don't usually text me while I'm working. She takes an unusually long time to reply to this. I swear, if she burnt down the apartment or something from cooking, I will... You, have a guest. What? A guest? What is she on about? Who in the world could be... Oh, no. To think she would actually show up to my place, I quickly close my chat with Claire and open the one with my mother. Hey, Mom, can you make yourself at home? Sorry if it's a little bit of a mess. I wasn't expecting anyone over besides maybe Claire. It takes a couple minutes for her to respond. What do you mean, sweetie? Were you planning on visiting today or something? Oh, no, sorry. Claire must be messing with me. She told me there was someone visiting and I assumed it was you. Oh, alright. When you have time, though, I would love to catch up. Whether you visit here or I go to you, I'd love to see you again. Yeah, definitely. Next time I have a few days off in a row, I'll be sure to swing by. Alright, just let me know, sweetie. My door is always open for you. I moved back over to Claire's chat. Haha, very funny. Thanks to you, I now have to plan a visit with my mother. Ophelia is here. My phone slides from my hands. I quickly grab it from the floor and make sure I read the message right. Ophelia is here. How? How is this possible? If Claire is telling the truth, I fumble around to see how long I have left of this shift. 3 hours. I can't close the store early and no one can cover for me. No more messages from Claire and I'm beginning to freak out. These next 3 hours are going to be hell. After making sure everything is locked up tight, I immediately start running home. While running, I try my best to text Claire while I'm on my way home. She responds almost instantly this time, though. Hurry up, we're waiting for you. Waiting for me. I slow down a little bit and continue my way home. I burst through the door, not even bothering to stay quiet. Claire, are you? It's about time you showed up. Go on, Ophelia, like we practiced. Ophelia then steps up to me. Oh no. Welcome home. Thanks. Well, that was a boring reaction. Did I mess it up? No, you did perfect. I feel like I'm about to pop a blood vessel. There are a million different questions I have right now, but at the top of all of them is, how are you here, Ophelia? I'm going to grab some water real quick. I'll be right back. Make sure to like the stream. Ahem. Before that, don't you have anything to say about Ophelia's appearance? I turn back towards Ophelia, who looks about as confused as I feel. You look good. It's only then when I notice that she's wearing the clothes I gave her on my last visit. On top of that, it seems like she recently took a shower and fixed up her hair. In fact, I'm looking at her other eye now. Ophelia must notice how long I'm staring because she interrupts me. Did Claire make me look weird? No. He's just been left speechless at the sight of you. Oh, shut up. You look good, Ophelia. I'm honestly shocked Claire could make someone look so good seeing how she grooms herself. What was that, you punk? Nothing. It looks really good, really. Just don't try and bring those scissors near my head. Claire begins to stare daggers through me. Speaking of Claire, she is not freaking out right now, which in and of itself is terrifying. But there's an even bigger elephant in the room right now. Alright, now can you please answer my question? How are you here, Ophelia? I walked. Smartass. No, I mean, how did you find where I live? I didn't exactly give you a map to follow. Ophelia points up to her antenna. I could smell you. I knew you needed a shower, Justin, but to think she could smell you a city away? Ophelia continues before I have time to snap back at Claire. Are you all simping over a bug girl? Yes. Used your clothes. Followed here. Met Claire. No, Justin got scared. But Claire nice, like Justin. So what brings you here, Ophelia? She goes silent. Oh, come on, it's obvious she's here to see you. My attention gets dragged over to Claire again. And what makes you so sure of that? Well, for one, she straight up told me. But also, she's been pretty much only talking about you for as long as she's been here. Is that true, Ophelia? Ophelia nods. Didn't see Justin for a long time. Got worried you left, like doctors. Ophelia! Is it true I was caught up with work more than usual? Or more than normal? But who would think to track someone down if you're not seeing them for a little over a week? You gave me one hell of a shock showing up here out of nowhere. Don't you know you should wait for an invite? Justin said I could see you if I wanted to. Thinking back, I guess I did say something like that, although I didn't mean this. I more meant that I'd visit you again if you wanted me to. Isn't it easier this way? Since I'm moving in? Hold on, time out. What the hell does she mean by that? Don't look at me, I'm lost as you are. Ophelia, explain. Justin was asking me to move. Yeah, because that abandoned building you're in is practically collapsed. Why would you think that meant to move here? Where else would I go? The room goes quiet as she has a good point. In my mind, I was just thinking she'd figure it all out. But how can I expect her to? She's never been anywhere besides that city. I guess what you're saying, Ophelia. I do as well. So does that mean... Hell help her. You aren't really giving me many choices here. Ultimately, though, I feel the decision is up to Claire as she's the landlord. Ophelia and I both look over to Claire waiting for a response. I don't know. I'm sorry, but I just don't think I can allow it. Ophelia, you just need a place to stay, right? Does it need to be with Justin? No, but I want to be close. Claire smiles softly. Then why not my place? It's right next door, so you can go see Justin whenever you want. Plus, there's no risk about living with some guy. Wow, thanks for having faith in my character. But are you sure about this, Claire? You haven't really known her for that long, and now you want her to move in with you? You didn't exactly grow up with her either. I suppose it could do her some good to have another girl talk to. Perfect, so you agree. Now hold on. Can I talk to you in private first? I drag Claire over to the side of the room, away from Ophelia. If Claire doesn't know about Ophelia's many extra features, then things could get messy. What is it, Justin? How much do you know about Ophelia exactly? How much? Well, I know that she's from that abandoned city. I know she doesn't exactly have the best social skills. She talked a lot about some doctors that raised her, and even more about you. No, I mean, did she mention how she's different from everyone else? Oh, yes, I've seen her arms and her antenna. Also the mandibles and obviously her eyes. Is that what you were talking about? Yeah, I didn't want you to find out after she already started living with you. I imagine that would be quite the shock. Well, it was. She shows up out of nowhere wearing your old clothes and starts asking to see you. I let her in, and next thing I know, she was grabbing things with the arms under the hoodie. Obviously, I screamed and ran to your room, but she was so polite. She came in asking if everything was all right and if there was any way she could help. I figured she was harmless after that, so I started probing her with questions. That's how I found out about the rest of her unique features. We'll just need to teach her not to go around telling everyone about those. Can I ask you guys something? Would you drink cockroach milk? Apparently that's a thing. I don't know how you exactly acquire that, but I'm thinking about it now. Are you really sure you want to move in with you? Justin, what are you planning on doing after this boring game? Oh, this game's not boring. Relax. No. Okay. I'm doing this because I want to. She needs a place to live. What better person to help with that than a landlady? There you go, sane. See, someone's daring to risk it all. Thank you, Claire. It'll help put my mind at ease too, knowing that she'll have you watching over her. We both walk back over to Ophelia, who has been occupying herself by wandering my house. Come on, Ophelia, help me plate up some food. Ophelia quickly follows behind her. So does that mean you can stay? Don't worry, but on a few conditions. I don't have enough time to finish my sentence before Ophelia wraps her arms tightly around me. Thank you. Thank you, Justin. Hey, I begin to feel teardrops seep through my shirt. I was scared I would have to go. Scared you leave like doctors. I'm not the greatest when it comes to people crying. Sorry for worrying you, Ophelia. Really, though, you should be thanking Claire, not me. She's the only one letting you stay at her place. Ophelia lets go of me and runs over to Claire to trap her in another hug. Thank you, Claire. Sorry for being scared of you. It's fine, Ophelia. I'm sorry for being afraid of you too. Also, don't keep your mouth away from me because it's weird. I can't wait to have another girl to hang around. This is going to be so fun. As long as you don't pick up Claire's habit of dropping in whenever she wants, I'm more than happy to have you over too. I can still see Justin as long as you ask me first. Don't be rude, Justin. Remember, she came here for you, not me. I suppose that's true, but I think one person that regularly breaks into my house is more than enough. All right, enough chatting. It's time to eat. Now that you mention it, it smells good. It smelled good in here since I've gotten home. What did you make today? We all gather around the stove to grab our food. I'm not sure what the future will look like with Ophelia here with us, but one thing is for sure, things are going to get much more lively. Act 2! Yeah, cockroach milk. I'm sure it's delicious. Like, just absolutely delicious. You know, God, ugh. I'm sure it's a delicacy in some places. The bright light shining through my windows tells me it's time to get up, and although reluctant, my body eventually listens. I sit up in my bed feeling more groggy than usual, and check my phone. Also, welcome to the stream, some guy. It's already noon? Ophelia has had disastrous effects on my sleep schedule. And speaking of Ophelia, is she really next door right now? That sounds almost too unbelievable, but after replaying last night's events in my head, I'm reassured it's true. I practically jump out of bed, and lo and behold, there's Ophelia sitting on my floor in my room. Thanks for liking the stream. If she's naked, I'm gonna scream. Oh no. This might be worse. Good morning, Justin. So we're starting this early, I guess. Good morning, Ophelia. How and why are you in my room? Wanted to say hi. Claire let me in. Of course she did. Even Claire knows not to barge into my room like this, though. And almost as if I cued her in, Claire pops in from the doorway. There you are, Ophelia. I thought I had lost you. And what did I tell you about coming in here? If Justin were awake, they would... Hello, Claire. Oh, good morning, Justin. Good morning. To what do I owe the pleasure of seeing you two in my room? Well, last night, she kept begging me to come over and see you. It got so bad that she was just staring into the wall, all excited, her antenna going crazy. Eventually, I told her that we could go over tomorrow, but that I needed to sleep first. I don't think she's like a roach per se, but we're not exactly sure. But when I woke up, let me guess, she was already gone. Claire nods. I rub some morning drowsiness from my eyes and focus once more on the situation in front of me. As I do, though, I begin to realize something. There's two incredibly cute women in my room right now. Girls! Oh god, women are in my room. I must be more tired than usual. I try my best to shake the thought away as I stumble out of bed. Well, since both were so nice enough to break in like this, how about we have some brunch? That's oddly generous of you. Did you manage to wake up on the right side of the bed for once? Keep that attitude, and it'll just be Ophelia and I eating. Aw, there's the Justin I know. Okay, enough sass, get out so I can change. I'll need to pick some stuff up from town if we want food that isn't cup noodles. As the door shuts behind me, I turn towards my dresser to pick out something to wear. I can't believe Ophelia did the one thing I told her not to do, on day one. Then again, she is staying with Claire. I am pretty sure Santa has broken in less than she has. So, how is town? It's alright, people are usually nice, and it's not very crowded, thankfully. It's at this point, my shirt now fully off, that I realize Ophelia is standing in my room. Ophelia, what are you still doing in here? Can't you see I'm changing? I try my best to cover myself, but Ophelia just looks confused. My door then suddenly flies open and Claire rushes in to grab Ophelia. Come on, we need to have a nice talk about personal boundaries. She gives a glance towards my shirtless torso before smirking. Nice. Ayo. Should I had stayed in Maple Stream avoiding Justin's streams to look up? No, you're staying here. Why does the Roach girl have such big, compared to the real girl? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Whatever. I finished getting changed and meet up with them outside my room. So that's why Justin, you're done. Sorry for upsetting you. You make it really hard to stay upset at you. Alright, so, Justin. I was thinking about having Ophelia go into town with you to help out. What? You just had to teach her not to break into my room while I'm sleeping. What makes you think she's ready to run off into town? She's not running off. She'll be with you. And besides, she's not exactly a kid. We have no right to stop her from doing what she wants. Going to town sounds fun. Plus, I get to be with Justin. And an extra pair of arms will help a lot with carrying everything back. I'm hesitant to bring her along. If you come along, Ophelia, you must not show anyone your arms under any circumstance, or your antenna, or... If you come along, Ophelia, you must not show any circumstance. Don't worry, I told her all about that last night. I also told her not to come over uninvited yesterday, yet here we are. Those are different. I wanted to see Justin. I don't need to use my arms. Alright, let's get going then. We'll be back in a bit, Claire. Let me know if you need anything while I'm gone. Alright, text me if anything happens while you're out. And with that, Ophelia and I head out towards town. I'm not exactly sure. Alright, so yeah, we find out she has like an army of simps or something in the underground. We already have a lot of what we need at home, so the only things we have to grab are eggs and ham. Ophelia, have you ever been shopping before? Right, this is the girl who recently admitted to me that she ate someone's plastic trash. Oh well. Make sure you stick close, Ophelia. She nods and inches a little closer. I might as well take the scenic route through town so she sees as much as possible. What's in town? The random question takes me by surprise. Well, lots of stuff. There's some houses, a lot of shops, and some restaurants. There's a park too, but that's on the edge of town near where we live. What do shops have? Seems she can speak clearly when she's excited. They're mostly mom and pop shops. Stores owned by a small family, so they mainly have everyday needs. Some have old knickknacks and furniture too. The ones we're going to though sell fresh food. Fresh? You can buy rotten food? Fresh food just means it isn't frozen or packaged up and shipped. Ah, perfect. We're about to reach the first shop. I'll just show you. Oh my, if it isn't Justin, and with a girlfriend no less. Please, I'm scared of women. No, she's my new neighbor, Ophelia. I'm showing her around town a little while shopping. Well, phooey. Not very often we get a new face in this town. Her attention turns back to me. I assume you're here for the regular then? Yes, but I was also wondering if you could take us around back too? She takes one look at Ophelia, then back to me. Of course, dear, follow me. She disappears around the side of the house, and I beckon for Ophelia to follow. Here they are, my babies. I look over to Ophelia, who has a face that tells me she is completely overwhelmed. You can pet them if you want, Ophelia. They're actually really soft. Ophelia hesitantly moves towards the chickens while I continue talking with the shop owner. Thank you for bringing us back here. She's never actually seen a chicken before. Oh, it was no problem at all. You're actually helping me out by getting these lazy things moving around. Now, how many eggs did you need today? Just a dozen. We'll be good for today. Thank you, as always. No, thank you. You and that landlady of yours are my best customers. Hopefully this one becomes a regular too. You know, I'm not James and erased any evidence that shows that I was even on the channel in the first. You'll always be here. Did you finish Blood Typers or whatever it's called? I did finish it, yes. Yeah, no girls attract me romantically, so how is the protest? Oh, sane. Our attention gets pulled back to Ophelia, who is now on the ground surrounded by chickens. Justin. They look like you, sweetie. They're so soft. She cuddles one of the chickens even harder, which it seems to enjoy a lot. Don't just stand there, go pet one. You remember what happened last time, right? Oh, I do, but she doesn't. She beckons to Ophelia while saying this. Come, feel. They're really, really soft. I can't say no to that. I slowly walk towards the pile of chickens huddled around Ophelia. Before I can even get my hand halfway to the chickens, though, one jumps up and starts attacking my hand. Ow, hey, stop that. I try to move away, but the chicken keeps on attacking. Hey, that never gets old. Justin, how do we help? Don't worry, they aren't in any real danger. It's then that the shop lady screams something and the chickens all go towards her. Thank you for humoring an old lady like me. You can have the eggs for free today. Are you sure? I'm more than happy to pay for them. You always pay extra for them anyway, so it evens out. You can think of it as my gift to welcome someone new to town. Welcome to the stream, Fabrizio Vaca. She walks over and hands the carton of eggs over to Ophelia, who carefully takes it. Feel free to come back anytime for more fresh eggs. Could I come back for the chickens? Sure. If you come early enough, I can even show you how to collect the eggs. This gets Ophelia even more excited as we gather our things and start heading out. What else is in town? She looks at me with wide eyes. Maybe I shouldn't have started with the most impressive place, but I may know more place that we can try. Do you like fish, Ophelia? I don't know, only saw them in books. Are they here? Sorta. There's a nice man that has a little pond at his shop. We don't need to buy anything from him today, but we can stop by to see the fish if you'd like. Yes, please. I feel she would have run off a dozen times over if she knew where to go. You're really good with animals, by the way, Ophelia. I am? Yeah. Those chickens aren't usually so friendly. I rubbed the battle wounds of my hands while saying this. I'm happy they were. That looked scary. I give a light laugh. It can definitely be shocking, but they're no real threat. Besides, I'll just eat chicken tonight as payback. Could I have some with you? It seems like she expects to have every meal with me. Tonight you can, sure, but you won't be able to eat every night. Remember, you live with Claire, not me. If she eats at her place, you need to eat there too. Okay, I'll come over tonight. She only heard what she wanted to. Well, if it isn't Justin. And with a girlfriend, no less. Congrats, kid. Not a girlfriend, a new neighbor. This is Ophelia. How disappointing. Ahem. It's nice to meet you, Ophelia. Welcome to the only shop you'll ever need for sweets and toys. That sales pitch only works on kids, you know. Speak for yourself. I look over to Ophelia, who's staring at the shop of sweets with stars in her eyes. Do you have any small candy you give as free samples? Since when were you a cheapskate? I'm not being cheap. We're about to make a big brunch. I don't want her ruining her appetite. But she's never had candy, so I want it. Never had candy. She runs into the shop and returns with a bag full of items. Well, I said only one. Here you are, Ophelia. It is a crime to have never eaten candy, so I packed this bag with a ton of samples for you. Thank you. She sheepishly takes the bag from the man towering over her. So, if you aren't here to buy anything, what could I do for you? Don't tell me you just wanted to see this handsome face of mine. Not even close. Why is this dude so jacked? I actually brought her over to look at your pond. He seems to sulk a little hearing this. Everyone always comes for the pond. Ignoring his pouting, I bring Ophelia over to look at the fish. It doesn't take long for Ophelia to be glued to the edge watching the fish swim. Can I pet these ones? I mean, you can try, just don't take them out of the water. Ophelia tries putting her hand in to pet a small koi fish, but it swims away instantly. Visibly frustrated, Ophelia tries again, and again, and again. I decided to go back to the shopkeep while she discovers the definition of insanity. I soon return to the same side of Ophelia, trying her best to pet the same koi fish. Ophelia, try some of this. She holds out her hand, and I put some fish food in it. What's this? It's food for the fish. If you give them that, they'll probably stay still long enough to pet them. Instantly, Ophelia finds the koi and drops the food right on its head. Soon enough, it starts eating, and Ophelia gets a quick pet on its back. Fish freak me the fuck out, by the way. You don't want to be a lemon head, lowest form of life right there. Lemon heads aren't bad. Her hand shoots back, sending the rest of her with it. Not what you were expecting it to feel like? She has now taken to smelling her hand over and over again, cringing every time she does. Alright, come on, we can go see something else. She rubs her hand in the dirt to get rid of the slime and smell, then she gets up to join me. You guys heading out? How'd you like the fish? Fish stink. Once again, he starts sulking after hearing this. Someone doesn't like my fish? He's so downtrodden, he's beginning to talk like Ophelia. We thank him for the candy and quickly made our way out. This is fun. Where are we going? Next. Chocolate? Did you say chocolate? I think we messed around enough for now. Let's get to the rest of what we need from the convenience store. She's obviously disappointed hearing this. Hey, cheer up. You're gonna be living here now. There's no need to rush and see everything all at once. You're right, I live here, with Justin. Well, you live with Claire, but close enough. Our idle chat comes to an end, though, as we enter the convenience store. Welcome. Hey, Sam, I'm just here to grab a few things. I can feel her eyes glued to Ophelia as we make our way through the store. Is she another friend? Not really, we're just co-workers. I've never invited her to hang out with like I do with Claire. Or Ophelia. Oh yeah, I guess you now too. Is this really us hanging out though? Aren't we just grocery shopping? I decide to bite my tongue and we make our way to the front counter. Thank you again for covering those shifts, Justin. You were a serious lifesaver. I didn't mind, so don't worry. I'm just glad you're feeling better now. I may be feeling better, but my wallet has never been worse. So if you ever need some time off yourself, make sure I'm the first one you ask. I was already planning on it, don't worry. You just can't wait for me to die. Favorite Mexican food? I'm very basic, but like a burrito. Just a good burrito. Honestly, anything though. Really depends though, because sometimes it'll give me really bad acid reflux. I need my revenge for the week of hell you put me through after all. Honestly, any excuse to not come here would work. Plus, I'm not short on any cash either. Speaking of, I hand over everything we picked up to Sam. Alright, that'll be $14.76, please. I hand over a $20 bill as Ophelia stares at me intensely. What? How does paper get food? I don't think I have the mental fortitude to teach economics to Ophelia. I think Claire would be able to explain that to you better. You should ask her once we get back. Sorry, Claire. Alright, your change is $5.24. Did you guys want a bag? Yes, please. I turned towards Ophelia. Favorite Taco Bell item? The cheesy gordita crunch, but it's like $6 now. You want to carry this bag too? She nods excitedly. Here you are. Sam's eyes shoot from Ophelia to me, back. It's rare to see a new face in town, especially one as cute as yours. What's your name? Oh, Ophelia. My name is Ophelia. Nice to meet you, Ophelia. I'm Sam. I hope to see you around more often. You wouldn't happen to be living with Justin, would you? Alright, time out. Whatever you're thinking, Sam, it's wrong. Ophelia's living next door, and I'm just showing her around the town. That's all our relationship is. You mean for now? Sure, for now. Grab your stuff, Ophelia. Let's head home before Claire starts to get worried. Thank you. Anytime. See you soon, Ophelia. See you soon. Why is everyone around me like this? Do Ophelia and I really look like that much of a couple? Talk to you later, Sam. With all that finally done, Ophelia and I head out of the store. Hold up, you two. Oh, hey, long time no see. What can we do for you? Actually, we were wondering if you two would be willing to answer a few questions. It's at this point that I finally notice. I knew these two looked strange, but it all makes sense. They both pull out their badges to show that they're actually agents. Wow, no fucking shit. This spells trouble. I turn over to Ophelia, who's still carrying the bag of food. Wait, that's it. I don't mind answering some questions, but she has eggs and ham in that bag. Is it fine if she heads home first? They give each other a look, then turn back to me. I suppose it's fine. Alright, you're free to go. He gestures to Ophelia as he says this. Phew. Will you be alright finding the way back on your own, Ophelia? Ophelia gives her antenna a little wiggle. Yes, I'll be okay. I appreciate that. Our big brunch would be ruined without all that. Of course, we too are passionate about eggs and ham. Right. So you had some questions? About what? I'm not in trouble, am I? That all depends on how you answer. The air suddenly shifts to a way more serious tone as he pulls out a notepad. First things first, have you heard about a rumored mysterious beast roaming around the abandoned city in the next town over? Oh, so this is about Ophelia. No. Interesting. Alright, have you visited this abandoned city before? Yes, multiple times. Alright, last question. Are you, Justin, aware of why the city was abandoned? This one I don't even have to lie about. No, as far as I know, no one knows why it was abandoned. I appreciate you taking time to answer everything we had. If you come across any more information, just let me know. We'll be around. Will do. The nacho fries did cheese. Oh my god. I used to like Chipotle and Qdoba, and they just don't do it for me anymore. I'd rather just go to like a authentic Mexican restaurant. It's going to cost the same, and I'm going to get way better food out of it. Alright, we'll send you on your way now. I'm sure your girlfriend is waiting at home for you. Wait, before I can finish, they disappeared down the street. There it was again. I think everyone we've run into today has thought that. At least I cleared up the misunderstanding with most. If we look that way to others, though, I may need to be more careful going around with her. Alright, they were looking for Ophelia. I need to warn her and Claire when I get home. Good thing I sent her ahead of me. Maybe she's an alien. Ophelia, Claire, you guys here? Justin, there you are. I was starting to get worried. Welcome home. What held you up? Well, I don't really know how to explain this. I tell Claire everything that has happened since my first meeting with the agents. Afterwards, she and I try to explain the severity of it to Ophelia. Looking for me? Yes, I don't know why, and I don't think we should risk finding out. This is more serious than I thought. We don't really have a choice anymore. We need to try and protect her. So what do you suggest we do about this? Wait, me? You're the one closest to Ophelia, and you understand more of her situation than I do. I suppose that's true. So what do you think? We hide her. I think the only thing we can do is try and hide her here until the agents go away. We don't know what they want with her, and it'd be too dangerous if they were to meet again. Wouldn't that raise suspicions from the town folks that met her? We can think up a story to tell them. This is the safest way. Ing. Ophelia mumbled something under her breath. What was that, Ophelia? No more hiding. Hey, calm down. It wouldn't be forever, just until the agents leave. No more hiding. No more books. She spent her whole life hidden away in a hole. It would make sense that she wouldn't want to do that again. Yeah, but if Ophelia doesn't want to, we can't exactly force her to. Now, can we? She has a point. What do you suggest, then? The room falls silent for a moment as Claire thinks. What do you want to do, Ophelia? You're asking her? Who better to decide than herself? So, Ophelia, I like town. Let's get. I just feel like everything that's on Taco Bell's menu is just, here's the same thing but a different shape. Want to keep going? Are you sure? It could be dangerous. The best hiding spot is in plain sight. I like it. Continue befriending the people in town so no one suspects a thing. That's actually really smart. Although I doubt Ophelia thought that far ahead. Do you think you'd be able to do this, Ophelia? We won't know until we try. I hope this was the right choice. With that somewhat settled, we all sit down for a very unenergetic meal. Okay, and then we ended up leaving the town, but not before giving a heartfelt goodbye to the kids and their dog. You don't say. Here I am, stuck at work with my new regular, the Agent 1 and 2, talking my ear off. I mean, at least the stories are interesting. I really didn't expect their trip to Malaysia to end that way. I'd rather not get too close with them, though. We still don't know what they want with Ophelia. Unfortunately, my job makes it so I have to stand here and let them talk. So, how are you and Ophelia doing? Oh, we're good. Ophelia comes shopping with me every now and then. It's like a little routine we have. I'll open my door to leave, and there she'll be, already waiting for me. Seems you two get along wonderfully. And it seems she really likes you. Who, Ophelia? I think she just tags along because she has nothing better to do. Most times she just goes out on her own. Oh, poor Ophelia. I think you should take her out somewhere besides just the store. I'll keep the thought in mind. Appreciate the advice. They take a long sip of coffee in unison, then jump after checking their watches. Oh, shoot, it's already that late? Sorry, Justin, but we gotta skedaddle. Skedaddle? It was nice chatting with you, and we hope to see you and Ophelia together again sometime. I really hope we don't. They both run out the door, and I immediately lose sight of them. I breathe a sigh of relief. It's too stressful having them talk to me so often. I hope it was fine telling them that Ophelia wanders town on her own. I don't know what Johnny Test is. What is Johnny? Is that a cartoon? They don't. I say like they wouldn't find out eventually anyway. My oh my, daydreaming, are we? An all too familiar voice snaps me back to reality. Mom? Aw, she's cute. How are you, sweetie? It's been a while. It's been a while. What are you doing here? I had no idea you were visiting. I figured you'd tell me not to come over if I asked, so I decided to make it a surprise. I guess she isn't wrong there. But I have a good reason to deny her now. She might lose her mind once she sees Ophelia for the first time. Sorry, I've just been distracted lately. I'll let Claire know you're gonna visit. She'll let you in once you get there. Oh, I haven't seen Claire since she moved in. I hope you aren't causing her too much trouble. If anything, it's the opposite. She's a real headache sometimes. Oh, be nice. I'm just joking. She's great to have around. And before you get hit with the surprise, Claire has a roommate now who will probably end up meeting while you're here. This very obviously piques her interest. Oh my, that's quite shocking. But anyone that Claire trusts can't possibly be too bad. I'll get out of your way now, though. You are working after all. Is that the one with like the kid with the spiked hair and the dog? Is that Johnny Test? Just make yourself at home. I'll text Claire right now. See you soon, sweetie. And with that, she leaves as quickly as she arrived. I heard that show is terrible. Do people like that show? I hope Ophelia and Claire don't say anything weird. Oh, who am I kidding? It's pretty much a guarantee they will. Hey, my mom will be stopping by in a bit. Could you unlock my door for her? Well, that's awkward. Ophelia and I are already at your place cooking dinner. Yeah, of course they are. All right, well, just listen for her at the door then. I'll be home at the usual time. I slide my phone into my pocket just in time for another customer to walk in. As I walk through the door, I can hear chatter coming from the kitchen. Seems they haven't noticed I'm here yet. Justin. Well, most haven't. Welcome home. Thank you, Ophelia. My mom didn't give you any trouble when she got here, did she? No, Mom is nice. Well, that's good at least. What have you guys been doing? Mostly talking. About Claire and me. Well, that makes sense, I guess. I figured she'd be most intrigued with Ophelia. What stuff did you tell about yourself? We told her where I'm from and why I'm here. Was that all? She just nods. That's a relief. I know Claire knows better, but I was still nervous that Ophelia would spill the beans. All right, we should probably go out to them now. They're probably wondering where you ran off to. Look up Mr. Black and Mr. White. Okay, I feel like something weird's gonna pop up. Oh, yeah, no, that definitely looks... Yeah, I can see it. As Ophelia and I walk into the room, Claire is the first one to spot us. Oh, Justin, you're back. Welcome home, sweetie. How was work? Long and boring, like it usually is. What are you guys chatting about? Oh, we were just catching up. The really interesting one is Ophelia over there. She told me you guys met at that abandoned city. My stomach sinks before realizing how calm my mom is about all this. A look of reassurance from Claire tells me that Ophelia only gave the bare bones explanation of our meeting. Yes, it was quite the shock. I didn't expect anyone else to be there when I went. Different counties in Illinois want to leave and join Indiana? Oh God, why? That's because you went after closing. Hey, I didn't know there was a closing time. The first time I went. I feel there's a lecture coming my way before Ophelia chimes in. I'm happy you came. I wouldn't be here if you didn't. Even so, you should follow the rules. Don't worry, I already gave him an earful for it. Oh, I can always count on you, Claire. So, what are you doing here, Mom? You know, it's funny, growing up I had a friend named Claire, and she would basically do the same thing as this. Well, that was rude. Sorry, I didn't mean to come off that way. It's just this is the first time you've been over since I moved here. Well, I haven't gotten to see my child since the holidays. What have you been up to? Well, I've mostly just been working. Why is this the topic we had to start with? It seems Claire notices my change in mood and chimes in. Ophelia, can you come help me with the dinner? Oh, sure. They both head over to the stovetop, leaving my mom and I to talk in private. I haven't seen you in almost a year, and you're telling me the only thing you've done since then is work? I mean, I also went to that city. It's not like that I only work. I relax at home on my days off. And sometimes I even go to the park. I suppose that isn't only working, but that's not really what I was expecting. You're young. You should be living it up more. You're my mom. I don't think you should be promoting a party lifestyle. Everyone needs to enjoy their youth somehow. I don't want you getting hurt or in trouble, but I don't want you to be a shut-in either. I'm not a shut-in, Mom. I am in real life. What are you playing right now? Green shirt guy, welcome to the stream. This is my insect can't be this cute. Or my insect girl can't be this cute. Alright, I'm gonna go nappy nap time. Thanks for coming to the stream. It's not a gooner game, I think. I'm not a shut-in, Mom. Going to the park at all proves that. And I just told you I've been visiting that city. Plus, Ophelia and I have begun going to town pretty frequently since she's moved in. Oh. Speaking of Ophelia, she seems nice. Well, she's definitely interesting. Interesting doesn't do her justice. She is positively lovely. And she seems to like you quite a bit, too. You should give her more credit. And what makes you say that? Well, she seemed very interested to know more about you once I told her I raised you. You better not have told her anything weird. I don't think it'd matter what I tell her. It seems she has no intention of leaving your side. It made me happy when you and Claire became friends, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried about you. But to see you even closer with someone else, and they somehow like you back even more, well, it puts my restless heart at ease. You worry too much, Mom. I like her too. She's nice. It makes me really happy to hear that. Honestly, I hate Taco Bell too, but it's because my mom used to work for Taco Bell and they treated her like garbage. But maybe more happy than it should. It's at this moment I notice my face is flushed and Mom is staring at me. I try to hide myself, but she's already noticed. It seems you might feel something more than just friendship towards her. I'm not sure. We haven't known each other for long. And even if I did, I don't even know if she likes me that way or wants a relationship. Well, you won't know the answer to that by talking to me. You can't rush it either, though. It might end up scaring her away. Trust me, none of us are in any rush. We have too much on our plate to think of that right now. Mom looks over at me concerned. What's wrong, sweetie? I know I brought it up, but I'm not sure how to tell her about this. I don't think I'm ready for the I'm harboring some insect girl talk. It seems Mom noticed me struggling. Justin. All right, you two, dinner is about done. It just needs time to sit. Claire seems to notice the tone of our conversation. Joins in without Ophelia. Is everything okay? That's what I want to know. Mom, I don't want you freaking out about this, okay? I can try my best. Claire gives me a confused and concerning look, but I just nod to back me up. It seems there are some people who are looking for Ophelia. We don't exactly know why, and obviously Ophelia doesn't either. Mom looks over to Ophelia, who just shakes her head. We've known about them for a couple weeks now, and they don't seem to have any intention of leaving until they find what they need. That's the main reason I haven't been able to visit like I promised. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. She turns towards Ophelia. First things first, do you really know nothing about why they are after you? Ophelia looks very obviously nervous before squeezing out a response. No, I haven't done anything. I can tell you're as scared as everyone else. Thank you for honestly answering. She turns her attention back to the group. You said you've known about them for a couple weeks now, so what have you guys been doing about all this? Well, nothing really. We figured it'd be more suspicious if we tried hiding her so she visits town a lot and interacts with everyone as much as possible. So hiding in plain sight. And have any of you interacted with these people since you first saw them? Well, they've taken a liking to me and are regulars at my store now. Have you learned anything more about them? Only mundane or useless facts about the stories they tell. One thing is for certain, though, they definitely can be dangerous if they wanted to. Wish you the best and stuff. Plus, don't do games like this ever. And I mean ever again. Please, I'm begging you. That just means I'm going to do more. Also, I have more, but they're not like this. They're different. They're weird, but they're not this kind of weird. They're different weird. I hope you guys will like those, too. Silence falls over the group as I say this. We were all thinking it, but to hear it said out loud makes it even more terrifying. I think I somewhat understand the situation you guys are in now. So, what do you think we should do? I think you all made the right choice, as risky as it may be. I won't be able to do much to help from where I live, so it'll be up to you all. She turns to Ophelia once more. But it will mostly be up to you, Ophelia. Please don't make me regret putting my trust in you. Your trust is well placed, Mom. Thank you for the reassurance. All we can do now is wait and see what will happen with these agents and Ophelia. Wait, agents? All of our heads turn toward Ophelia, whose stomach seems to be much louder than she is. Come on, let's eat. It would be a waste not to after Claire worked so hard on it. Honestly, if Ophelia's stomach didn't, mine would have. Come on, Ophelia, help me plate up the food. Thanks for coming by, Sonic. The two of them run off to the stove again. Thank you again, Mom. I guess your life is more eventful than I thought, but if I get a call from jail, I'm not bailing you out. We get up and head to the dining table just in time for Ophelia and Claire to have everything out for us. I don't know what's gonna happen. You don't have to leave so soon, Mom. No, it's better if I do. Once things settle down, though, you better come visit more often. I will, don't worry. And good luck with trying to woo Ophelia. You guys have my blessing. I hope I get a granddaughter. I hope you get a demon bug creature, Mom. Oh, Mom. My face flushes as she laughs. I'm just teasing, sweetie. She pulls me into a hug, and before I know it, she's on her way back home. Oh, is she already gone? Yeah, she's probably exhausted after today. Her and I both. I really thought you were going to tell her about Ophelia's extra arms or something, not the agent's. Do you think I should have? There's no need to rush it. She'll find out eventually. I'm just glad we made it out of that in one piece. Especially Ophelia. Mom is scary. Yeah, I'm sorry for putting you on the spot there, Ophelia. I promise I'll make it up to you somehow. I want to go to that park. Wait, what? Is that all you'd want? We can go to the park anytime. We don't need a special reason. Maybe getting some food too? I guess these requests aren't too bad. Well, I guess we can swing by Whack-Donald's, then go to the... Ouch! Claire gives me a swift kick to the shin before I can finish. Why don't you guys go to that cafe near the park? I heard their food and coffee are really good. I guess we could. I give my shin a little rub. Why did she kick me so hard? I have work the next couple days, so it'll have to be after that. Actually, why not do it on a more special occasion? The cafe and park will be decorated the days leading up to Halloween, so why not go then? As long as Ophelia's is fine with waiting that long. What's Halloween? It's a day at the end of October where people dress up in costumes and walk around getting candy from people. It's mostly for kids, but going with friends is always fun. That sounds perfect. Is Claire trying to set you up with Ophelia? It seems like it. She wants me to fuck this bug. Come on, Justin, fuck the bug. I need to see. I need to know. No, I'll be handing out candy at the apartments. Uh-oh. Oh, they're coming for me. You two can have plenty of fun for me, too. We can go another time. Thanks, Claire. She gives me a little nod. With our Halloween plans settled, I see the two of them out and finish cleaning up before heading to bed. Only a couple weeks left until Halloween. Time is moving a lot faster with Ophelia around. I roll over and eventually manage to fall asleep. Act 3. I wonder how many acts there are. Is there a way to know? I think this is the last act. October 29th. Final 3 days until Halloween. Halloween's great. The only holiday where I can be someone else. Over the last 2 weeks, Claire, Ophelia, and I planned out these final 3 days in order to fully get in the spooky mood. Well, I say that, but I was working most of those days. All of that working, though, allowed me to get these next days off. Today, we're all getting together to watch classic slasher films at my place. Then tomorrow, we're going to the cafe in the park like I promised to Ophelia. Finally, Halloween night, we're all going to walk around town to show Ophelia the true joy of the holiday. This is the busiest week I've had in a long time. It'll all be worth it, though, for Ophelia. I finished cleaning up around the TV just in time to clear a knock at my door. Hey, you guys got here just in time. What is all that? I stare at Claire, who has her arms full of bags. Just some basic movie night stuff. Chips, soda, ham. Oh, and stuff to spend the night, obviously. Right, obviously. I hope by spend the night you mean going back to your place right next door. Oh, don't be a stick in the mud. Ophelia's excited about this. We're staying up all night. It's hard for me to say no to a promise like that. Alright, come on in, you guys. Does Ophelia lay eggs? I'm kind of worried that she's going to do that. Dude, she's definitely gonna reach into my fucking pants and straight jork me silly style watching these movies. I already had the first movie pulled up so you can throw your stuff down anywhere and make yourselves at home. Claire, you want some coffee? Yeah, we'll probably need it if we're pulling an all-nighter. God, my mustache keeps tickling my nose. With those wise words, I throw a pot onto the brew and join the two of them on the couch in time for the movie to start. Why do I look like that? This is more concerning. This is scarier than this. What is happening with the... Why do I not have a face? Oh, God. Thanks for liking the stream. Why were you guys out for so long? It doesn't look like you bought too much. How do I breathe? How do I exist? People are scared of the bug lady? Maybe I'm the creature. Jeez. It looks like my dad. Welcome, Cassie, to the stream. Ophelia and I just had little girl's day. Nothing you need to worry about. I see. They got Brazilians together. Hey, Ophelia, what did you guys get up to? We just went shopping. Got food and drinks and clothes. Ophelia, shh. So you just got some clothes. Why is that such a big deal? If anything, I'm happy you did. All she's had is that hoodie I gave her. I like the hoodie, but Claire said the bandages had to go. Are we going to see something that we shouldn't be seeing? It's then that I remember what she had on under that old tarp of hers. Let's not remember that. This is a wholesome game. There's no gooner stuff. You had that on this whole time still? Well, she didn't really have anything else. I suppose that's true. I didn't even think about it. And it's not like she could have borrowed anything from you. I think this conversation has gone on long enough. Ha, you got small boobs. It's okay. She wants me to fuck this bug. I rubbed the back of my head where Claire had just hit me. I think if she was a little stronger, I'd have a concussion. All right, let's get this movie started. About time. The popcorn is going to get cold soon. Claire then reaches into the bag next to her and pulls out a bottle of alcohol and some cups. Huh, really? What? We're all old enough to drink. And besides, I know you're at least a little curious. What if the alcohol has like a terrible effect on the bug and she starts like screeching? She's just like... Both of us look over to Ophelia before Claire lays out 2 cups. What is that drink Claire has? Oh, it's alcohol. You drink it, it makes you all dizzy and warm and stuff. It's kind of hard to explain. Well, it's even harder when you don't drink it. You don't? No, I've never really been a fan of it. All the more for us. Here you are, Ophelia. Ophelia turns her attention towards her cup. Picking it up carefully, she examines it from the outside before smelling it. It burns my nose. Wait until you feel what it's like to swallow it. Slowly, Ophelia holds the glass to her lips and starts drinking. Yeah, you go, Ophelia. Claire, how are you already drunk? I'm not drunk, I'm only tipsy. Well, how do you feel, Ophelia? Fine. My chest and stomach are warm, and it burns my throat, and it tastes really bad. It's an acquired taste. Claire says, taking a gulp from the bottle this time. I'll probably be babysitting her tonight. Ophelia seems to be having fun watching her, though. She keeps poking her cheek in between taking sips from her own glass. It must be the first time she's seen her drunk. I decide to ignore her for now and turn my attention to the movie. Who's that? That's the main character, a police officer hunting down a murderer that killed his parents when he was a kid. Who's the murderer? We don't know that yet. Ophelia grabs her glass again and starts sipping it. Why did they kill his parents? Murderers sometimes don't have a reason, they just do it. How's he going to find the murderer? You have to watch to find out. What's he going to do when he finds them? You have to watch to find out. She goes silent for a little bit, just in time for the first major jump scare of the film. Trying not to be noticed, I look over at Ophelia to see her reaction. I can feel her tense up as it happens, and her antenna go crazy for a couple seconds. Just like why I target your hopes and dreams. I don't have any. Oops. Was that a joke? No. It's just that Your reaction was so cute, Ophelia. Claire starts rubbing up against her before pausing. Is this gonna... Are we gonna have a threesome with this bug lady? Hey, you said you lived mostly off scraps, right? When I ran out of doctor's food, yes. How'd you manage to grow so much then? Claire starts poking Ophelia's chest while doing... I thought this conversation was over. For you it is, so butt out. Come on, Ophelia, tell me your secrets. There's no secret. I don't really like them, they get in the way. It was easier when they were small like yours, Claire. I can't help but let out a laugh while hearing this, and this time I dodged the attack that comes afterwards. Claire polishes the rest of the bottle before setting it down. The next jump scare happens soon after, and this time I notice Ophelia staring at me. What's up? Up? Oh, nothing. She turns back to the screen as Claire gets up from the couch. I'm going to the bathroom. You aren't going to throw up in there, are you? No, don't worry, not yet. Not yet, huh? Do you need help getting there? I'll be fine. Claire stumbles off in the general direction of the bathroom. If she throws up, she's cleaning it in the morning. Throw up? Is Claire sick? No, but sometimes if you drink too much alcohol, you end up getting sick, especially in the morning. Is she alright? She'll be fine, don't worry. I give her a pat on her head before realizing she too has finished her drink. Are you still feeling alright, Ophelia? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm glad I don't have to drink it anymore. If you really didn't like it, you don't have to drink it at all. Claire was nice though, she gave me more than her. Now that I look at it, that glass she finished is large enough to house more than half of the bottle. Does alcohol does not affect Ophelia? A scream brings my attention back to the film. It seems we're at that point where the cop meets his love interest. It's a girl who was traveling with her friends through the town. Long story short, her friends got killed and she was going to be next until the cop came and saved her. How did they get away from the murderer? Didn't you see? The cop picked her up and ran off after injuring the killer. No, sorry, I was distracted. I see. I would too if a blank-faced man was sitting next to me. Wait, how long has... Hey, I'm gonna go check on Claire. I'll be back. Claire, are you alright in there? Justin? Yeah, I'm fine. Well, hurry up, you're missing the movie. God forbid you pause it, right? I decide now's the perfect time to grab Claire and I grab some coffee. Hey, Ophelia, do you want some coffee too? Does it taste better than alcohol? No. I take a moment to think about that. I'll add plenty of milk and sugar to yours. By the time I'm done making the coffee for us, Claire joins us at the couch again. And she's passed out drunk and I still have no face. It seems we're nearing the climax of the movie. So what did I miss? Almost the whole movie. Whatever. I'll have Ophelia fill me in later. Ophelia starts sipping her coffee, seeming to enjoy it much more than the alcohol. Well, don't you two look cozy? You have all this couch space, and yet you guys are so close. Shh, watch. Pot calling the kettle black, you've been talking this whole movie. But Claire does have a point. We are really close. I don't have time to think about that, though, as the final scene is starting. It features the cop leading the murderer into an old rickety house. We think for a second the cop may have won when he shoots the murderer in the chest, but he walks it off and continues on. The love interest shows up halfway through the chase and heads into the basement. In there, she finds the old furnace and rigs it to explode with some gas cans that are lying around. Back to the cop, he is finally cornered in the upstairs bedroom when he sees the love interest waving her arms outside. Reading her lips, he knows she is telling him to jump, and he does so without hesitation. Landing in the bushes outside just in time for the house to go up in flames with the killer still inside. God, the designs are very how to draw manga from like Michaels or something. They walk off down the road and the credits roll. So they killed the killer? Kind of. This movie was so popular it sparked multiple sequels of varying quality. So while the killer seems dead, he keeps coming back for all the other movies. Sometimes it's a fake out death, sometimes they resurrect him, and other times it's just a copycat. Thus is the nature of these slasher films. So there's more to watch? I can see the excitement in her curious expression. Yes, there is. Should we put on the next one? Yes. Before I know it, we're binging through the whole series, or so I say that for Ophelia beginning to act a little strange during the start of the second. And there's ice cream in Zootopia. Who's getting milked? Is Claire asleep? Yeah, it seems she fell asleep sometime during the climax. I like Claire. She's nice. She teaches me a lot and even bought me clothes. Yeah, she's a really great person, even if she's a pain sometimes. I'm really glad you guys get along as well as you do. You're great too, you know. I guess the alcohol is finally kicking in for her. How are you feeling, Ophelia? Warm, dizzy, my feet tingle too. Yep, she's drunk. Looks like you can get drunk after all. How do you like it? It's so fun. She's talking like Claire now. Oh, now that Claire's asleep, why don't you show me that outfit you guys bought? But Claire said not to, even if you asked. Alright, if you really don't want to show me, you don't have to. No, I do, but... She begins to fidget with the... She begins to fidget with the bottom of her hoodie while saying this. That's no good, Justin. You shouldn't ask to see a girl's underwear like that. Claire, I thought you were... I mean, I'm not trying to... I was asking to see the outfit you guys got, not the underwear. Claire laughs a little before sitting back up. Oh. Ophelia fixes up her hoodie before turning to Claire. Phew. She was really going to... No, let's not think about that. Can I show the outfit? Nope, it's all going to be a surprise for later. Well, now that you're up again, Ophelia is finally feeling drunk. We finish out the rest of the movie. All of us sipping on their... God damn it, I keep hitting the right button. All of us sipping on our coffee while doing so. Eventually the night catches up to us and we all start dozing off. Alright guys, I think we can call it here for tonight. What? But I want to watch more. She definitely had way too much to drink. I'm going to my room to sleep. You guys can sleep anywhere. Good night. Good night, Justin. Good night. He should not have said that she's going to come in and sleep. No news. This is a PG-13 stream. No boobies in this stream. Oh man, I was hoping that coffee would be more effective. Good thing we're going to a cafe tomorrow. I roll into bed, and it doesn't take long until I'm out cold. Or so he thought. I can't move. I can't see anything either. Is this sleep paralysis? I try my best to move my body, but it just won't budge. What? Dude, she's fucking ripped. Justin, Ophelia is... Oh, hey Claire. A little help? Justin, you have 5 seconds to explain yourself. 5, 4, wait, hold on. I just woke up and Ophelia was in here. Now she's wrapped around me and I can't get her off. 3, I'm telling the truth. But why would Ophelia do that? I don't know, she was really drunk last night. Will you just help me wake her up? Fine, there's a trick to it. A trick? Claire leaves and soon returns with an ice cube in hand. Check this out. Effortlessly, Claire slips the ice cube down Ophelia's shirt. She starts wriggling around, her grip not budging one bit. Huh, that usually works. Got any more bright ideas? I've got a few. Aha! Claire runs out the room again, and this time I hear my I hear my front door shut. Did she really leave me to my fate? Good morning, Justin. Oh, good, you're awake. Can you let me go of me, Ophelia? No, you're warm. Oh no, she's falling back asleep. Ophelia, please get up. No response, I'm losing her. I try once again to wiggle free, but her forearms tighten around me even more. Don't leave, comfy. Finally, I'm able to free an arm, but that's all I can manage before her legs also wrap around me. Was she always this soft? No focus. The way out dong view was something else then. There was no dong in that stream. I try to lightly shake her awake, but it's no use. I guess the only thing to do now is wait for Claire. I place my hand on her head and lightly brush her hair. Her grip on me loosens and she rolls out of bed. Good morning, Justin. What are you doing here? I should be asking you that. This is my room. Ophelia looks around for a second to make sure this is, in fact, my room. Oh, right. We slept over last night. This girl. Why were you in my bed? You and Claire were supposed to sleep in the living room. You said we could sleep anywhere. He did say that. I wanted to sleep in here with you. Her actions have finally caught up to her as her face turns a bright red. Don't tell Claire. Don't tell me what. We both turn towards the door to see Claire standing there, bucket of ice in hand. Oh, you managed to get her up. Yeah, I guess that first cube did the trick. I guess we won't be needing this then. I'll watch as the bucket of ice dissolves from her hands. Why is it that the only one who didn't drink is the one with a headache? Checking the time, it's a little bit past noon, which means there's still plenty of time before we need to go to the cafe. Alright, how about we split for now and meet back up later? I need to clean up here and get a shower. Sounds good to me. I have plenty to talk about with Ophelia too. Ophelia's face goes red again and turns toward me. See you later, Justin. See you later. I kind of feel bad for Ophelia, but she is the one that invaded my bed. October 30th, final day before Halloween. All right, now that the cleaning and everything is done, and I need to figure out what to wear. Dress to impress. I know it's not a fancy place or anything, but it wouldn't hurt to dress up a little. I start with a normal pair of jeans and a gray t-shirt before going to my closet and grabbing a flannel. Ah yes, the most basic thing you could wear. After throwing it all on, I top it off with a black belt and a few sprays of cologne. I don't wear cologne. I think it smells terrible. Finally, I rolled the flannel sleeves to just below my elbows. A little bit goes a long way and I look pretty good. I wonder what Ophelia will think. Hey, Justin. Are you ready to go? I turn to see Ophelia coming towards me in her normal black hoodie with a big smile on her face. Ophelia, is Claire not coming too? No, she said she was busy. So it'll just be me and Ophelia. Oh no. We're going on a date with a bug. I can't help but think Claire did this on purpose. Oh well, her loss. Yeah, I'm ready to go if you are. Ophelia, you smell different. She continues sniffing while moving around her antennas. Yeah, I sprayed some cologne on before leaving. Does it smell bad? Not bad, just different. I like your normal smell more. Must be some bug thing, I guess. Alright, let's go. Seems she's finally done getting used to the smell. Okay, here we are. Ophelia takes a moment to look over the outside of the store before a waitress ushers us in. Welcome in. God, she'd break her neck doing that. This place is so pretty and also smells really good. She wipes a little drool from her mouth while saying this. You really like food, huh? Trying all the new food here is fun. Oh yeah, I guess you never really got to try a ton of different food while you were in the abandoned city. Yeah, I guess when you were in the abandoned city and people were just leaving you scraps of garbage that you were eating, yeah, I guess you didn't really have a chance to check things out. Doctors brought what they could, but we could never have anything fancy. Well, this place has plenty of fancy things, so take your time and look. In the meantime, we should probably order something to drink. What are you going to get? Probably just a coffee. I'm still tired from last night and this morning. Ophelia's face goes red as she remembers what she did. Sorry again about that. It's fine. It's fine. We don't need to worry about it. We're here to enjoy ourselves. Do you know what you're gonna get? Ophelia mulls over the menu before looking back up at me sheepishly. I don't know what most of them are, so I guess I'll get a coffee too. You sure? You said you weren't a fan of the taste of it last night. What do you recommend? I take a second to look at the menu as well. How about one of their seasonal lattes? If she doesn't like coffee, why would she like a latte? It's similar to a coffee, but it's way sweeter. She immediately perks up as I mention this. Get me sugar water. She apparently knows how to read. Yes, I'll have that. I call over the waitress and order myself a regular coffee and Ophelia the cinnamon mocha latte. It only takes a few minutes for the waitress to bring them both out. Have you two decided on food? We're still looking, thank you. Take your time. Just to let you know, there's a discount on dessert items for couples this week. Before I have a chance to correct her, she runs off to another table. Looking around, I guess I do see more couples here than not. Oh man, this is really good. My attention gets pulled back to Ophelia, who is already making good progress on her drink. I thought I was here with Claire again when you said that. You guys really have started talking similarly. You think so? This is getting a little sussy. She sets her drink down, realizing she should probably pace herself. Yeah, definitely. You used to speak way differently when we first met. Yeah, when I moved in with Claire, she started correcting me all the time when I spoke. So I guess I just started speaking the same way she does. Is it weird? No, not at all. I'm actually really happy you were able to learn more from her than just her habit of breaking and entering. She told me we're not breaking in because we have a key. I don't really think it works that way. Well, anyway, not just the way you speak, you're also able to understand what people say way more often. I remember, I think the second time we met, you got confused when I said my bike was $200. Yeah, I think I remember that. I still sometimes get confused though, or don't know what people are talking about. That's normal, don't worry. No, hold up. No one can ever know everything. I focus my attention back onto the menu. Do you have any idea what you want to eat yet? You said you came here with Claire before, right? What did you guys get to eat? Oh, I didn't get anything. Claire got a parfait, though. What's that? Like a big cup of ice cream or yogurt and fruits and stuff. It's a dessert, so as long as the waitress keeps thinking we're a couple, we'll get a discount. You're saying that, too? Claire mentioned it earlier, never explained it. Wait, a discount? It just means you spend less money on something. The waitress comes back over. This guy is so fucking stupid. To take our order, and Ophelia decides to get their caramelized apple parfait. You aren't getting anything? I'm going to share with her. I figured it'd be a waste if we didn't share the parfait with each other. Oh, in that case, we have a special for 2 size that I can upgrade for you. That sounds perfect. Thank you. As the waitress walks away, Ophelia looks back over to me. You just wanted to take my food. No. You see the other couples around here? They're all sharing some kind of dessert together. Since we're playing the part and all, don't you think we should too? She gives a look around the cafe and points at a couple sitting in a booth. Should we do that too? I turn around to see a couple practically glued to each other's faces. No, we probably should avoid that. Ophelia laughs a little and goes back to her drink. Claire was right. You're fun to mess with. Well, it's just that you shouldn't really do that in public. I've seen that in movies and shows, and it's always makes me feel weird watching it. Is it different when you're doing it? I think that's something that would be better to discuss with Claire. It doesn't take long for the waitress to come back with the parfait. Here you are, you two? Oh wow, this looks really good. Oh, hold on, before you eat any. I quickly take out my phone and send a picture of the parfait to Claire. That should make her plenty jealous. Claire does that too? Why? Oh, I just did it to brag to her. I'm sure she does it to post online or something. You guys are both weird. You can't eat the pictures. She takes a big bite of the parfait and her face lights up. This is even better than the drink. I'm glad you like it. I grab the other spoon and take a bite as well. While it is very sweet, it's somehow not too strong. Oh wow, you're right. The apple taste is really subtle at first, but comes out strong with the aftertaste. She doesn't seem to be listening to me though, as she shovels bite after bite into her mouth. Hey, you might want to slow down. Before I can finish warning her, she's already holding her head. Ah, why does it hurt? That's brain freeze. It happens if you eat cold stuff too fast. If you press your thumb on the top of your mouth, it helps to get rid of it though. She quickly puts her thumb into her mouth and breathes a sigh of relief. No one's going to question why she's a black tongue. They shouldn't serve something so dangerous here. Everyone has gotten brain freeze like that before. It's one of those things that you learn to do, not to do after the fact. I help myself to another bite as Ophelia opts to drink more of her latte. Man, a parfait really does sound really fucking good. A little time passes, and Claire and I finally finish up what we ordered. Ophelia seems to be a little flushed, though. Here, you two. Have a nice day. The waitress comes back with the bill. Honestly, less damage than I thought it'd be. I almost went broke when I came here with Claire last time. I pay up front, and Ophelia and I leave the cafe. So, Ophelia, what'd you think of the cafe? It was great, so pretty inside. And the food is great, too. I'm glad you liked it. I was scared you wouldn't be a fan since you didn't like the coffee you had last night. It got better the more I drank it. It also makes me feel funny. Oh yeah, caffeine just makes you feel energized and jittery sometimes. Once you drink it for long enough, though, you stop feeling it. No, I feel all warm and dizzy like last night. Wait, what? You didn't have any more alcohol, did you? She shakes her head no. That's really weird then. While I try and rack my brain on what's going on, I hear a familiar voice call out to us. Oh, hey, you two. Long time no see. Ophelia shrinks away next to me as they approach. Oh, hey. Yeah, we haven't seen you around in a while. I thought you left already. We were going to, but something came up in our investigation that brought us back. Not that we mind, though. We enjoyed this little town. What are you two doing out here? Can't they see that Ophelia's uncomfortable? Why don't they? Can't you see I got a girl on my arm? Get out of here. Why don't they just leave? Or maybe they aren't leaving because she's uncomfortable. Oh, we were just grabbing a little something at the cafe. Are you guys doing the same? Perhaps. What do you think? My thoughts exactly. We think grabbing something to eat here sounds lovely. The parfait in particular piques our interest. Would you care to join us? Oh, no, we're actually about to head out somewhere else. We had a whole day planned out. The agents eyed us up and down before finally budging. That's our bad. We didn't mean to interrupt you two on your date. We'll let you go on your way now. It was nice to see that you're still around, Justin. You as well, Ophelia. They give a little bow, then head into the cafe. Come on, Ophelia, let's go to the park. She gives a little nod and we head out. I can't believe they're back. What if they just what if they shoot her? That's what I'm thinking. While the walk to the park wasn't long, it was made harder with Ophelia, who has started to stumble around. Ophelia, we made it to the park. She takes a second to look around before turning attention back to me. Justin, we're at the park. We managed to get away from those scary guys, too. Oh, you mean those agents? Yeah, I was pretty scared when they showed up, too. We didn't see them for so long. I thought they gave up finding you and left. Oh, God. I wish they'd leave. I'd like being here with you. Claire and I like having you here, too, Ophelia. We wouldn't let anything bad happen to you. But they act so weird. I don't know for sure what they'd do if they knew about the real you. You think they could be friends? I'm not sure about that, but they don't act as dangerous as we thought. But that could also just be a front. This whole situation is super weird. You mean with me? No, that's not what I'm... You don't have to pretend, you know. I know I'm not normal. I know I'm weird. I mean, I'm forced to hide half of myself everywhere I go. I didn't know that's what was bothering you, Ophelia. Of course it does. Wouldn't it bother you? Everyone sees some fake version of me. No one knows what I am. No one knows I'm not correct. I thought after leaving the city I could be happy. But everything... You know, looking at this now... Her arms don't really make sense. Like, they're like she has her arm like this. Like, it's weird. I don't know. Are any of us real? Nothing's changed. Are you saying who you are is determined by your extra arms or by your antenna or the chitin on your body? None of that makes you who you are, Ophelia. You are a carefree, energetic girl that spreads nothing but happiness and positivity wherever you go. That's the Ophelia I know. The one we all know. It doesn't matter to any of us if you have 2 arms or 4 or if your eyes are different or any of that, but I can understand where you're coming from. Hiding in plain sight is still hiding, and I've considered how that made you... You know, I was happy at first. Finally getting to meet new people and talk with them. It was really nice. But once those scary guys showed up, I felt like being who I am was a bad thing. Suddenly going around like I normally would made me sad. Why do I have to hide from them? Why do I have to be afraid of them? Am I not a person too? I have feelings. I have wants and needs. I don't do anything wrong. So why does it feel like that's still not enough? Like I won't be accepted just because I'm me? I can tell Ophelia is holding back her tears as she says this. You know, it's something I didn't say. So, my dad and I are friends on Steam. And he's gonna know that I bought this fucking game. I don't know how often he gets on Steam, but he's gonna know if he goes on there. I'm worried. I'm sure it'll be fine. I've probably bought other questionable things. He's not gonna know. She falls into... Actually, the person that would probably know is my brother. You know what? I think he'll just act like he saw nothing. He'll probably be like, why the fuck are you spending your money on this? You should be playing other things. She falls into me, still visibly intoxicated, and I decide it'd be best to take her home for now. Discover what Ophelia had bottling up inside. Knock, knock. It takes only a moment before the door opens and I'm greeted by Claire. Welcome back, you two. How was your date? Well, it could have gone better. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. For now, let's get Ophelia inside. I think she's very drunk. Really? Did you not check your phone while you were out? I responded to your picture at the cafe trying to warn you about this. No, sorry, I didn't really have time to... Well, I thought it was weird how Ophelia was last night and questioned her this morning. As she told me, she only started feeling weird after she had that cup of coffee, so I warned her not to have any today. Oh, she probably didn't know any better because it was a latte. Wait, but why would you think coffee is what caused it? She had a lot of alcohol, too. Well, that's what I texted you about. Turns out caffeine can make some types of bugs exhibit side effects similar to us with alcohol. So it's probably just another one of her little quirks we need to watch out for. Great, which bug? What's wrong? It's nothing, I'm just tired, sorry. It's good that we know that now, though. Better late than never. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Claire. Hey, if something's bothering you, you can let me know. I think you're better off talking with Ophelia about it. Good night, Claire. After making sure Ophelia makes it inside, I decided to go to bed myself. As I roll around in silence, the words Ophelia said to me keep coming back. She's being made to feel like she's not correct, that she's some kind of defective human that doesn't belong, all because of how she looks. My restless mind keeps me awake as the hours pass. Eventually, I realize I'm not getting anywhere and pull out my phone. My phone is blinding the fuck out of me. There's only one person I can think of who might be able to give me some advice here. Pornhub. Hey, Mom, are you up? There is no response for a few minutes. But right as I'm about to give up and put my phone away, she texts back. What is it, dear? It's rare for you to text me so late. I know. Sorry if I woke you or anything. I just wanted to ask your advice on something. Does this have anything to do with your new lady friend that I met when I came up? What is she, psychic? Yes, actually. Her name is Ophelia. Oh, right. Such a beautiful name. So, is it relationship advice you're looking for? I crack a little smile. Maybe another time. I actually want advice about a way Ophelia is feeling currently. But first, I think I have to let you in on a little secret. Or rather, a few big ones. I described to her all of Ophelia's extra features and habits, with her commenting every now and then in disbelief. Oh, and the last one we found out today is that she gets drunk off of caffeine like bugs do. Doesn't that only happen to certain spiders? Don't read it into it too much. Oh, how is everyone just so okay with this? Well, that's a lot to take in. I'm shocked you believe me right away. Well, some of those I already knew about, like her antenna, eye, and chitin. Wait, you did? How? The antenna and hands aren't covered at all, dear. And you still see her other eye through her hair. I really shouldn't be shocked. Mom always knows everything. The arms, though, I'd like to see them for myself. Well, if you come up again sometime, I'm sure she'd be more than happy to show you. So now that I know everything about her, what advice do you need? Oh, right, I was so busy talking about Ophelia, I forgot the whole reason I texted. Well, while we were hanging out today, she opened up to me about some feelings she was keeping bottled up. It's been stuck in my mind ever since, and I wanted to ask you what you think I should do. I quickly explained what's been bothering her. I can't exactly have her walking around with her arms and everything out, you know? Who knows how people would react or what would happen to her. It's not the townsfolk I'm worried about, it's those agents. Ever since my visit My visit? I've been texting Claire for updates about them. She said they were gone for a while, but you said you guys saw them today. Yeah, we all thought they were gone. Seeing them understandably spooked Ophelia. Well, the best advice I can give to you is to stay safe, and no matter what happens, make sure you always stay on Ophelia's side. Of course, Claire and I both would never let anything bad happen to her. Thank you for talking with me about this, Mom. I really needed to vent. Welcome back, Sonic. Sleeping is overrated. Anytime, dear. I just wish I could do more to help you. You've done plenty. I'm going to bed now. Claire and I are going to talk to Ophelia in the morning, so I'll need my rest. Good luck, dear, and have a good night. Make sure I'm on Ophelia's side, huh? Seems so obvious. I'm sure as hell not on the agent's side. But does that mean I'm on Ophelia's? I roll over and shut my eyes, slowly drifting off to sleep. And I'm going to wake up to her being right next to me. Justin, get up. Come on. Claire, what are you... Ophelia's gone, Justin. Gone? What do you mean she's gone? I woke up to a loud noise, and when I went to look, she was gone. She left her hoodie and everything on the floor next to the door. I don't know where she went to, Justin. I'm scared. It's all this time that we hear commotion from the main part of town. Come on. Wait, where are her clothes? Where are your clothes at? As Claire and I around the corner were greeted with Ophelia surrounded by all the townsfolk. Why are your clothes gone? Where are your clothes at? Justin, Claire, I'm sorry. Ophelia, is that really you? Stay back, old lady. We don't know what it'll do. Who are you calling old? Ouch. Look at her arms. What's wrong with her eye? Murmur, murmur. Speak, Ophelia, if that's who you really are. Why were you lying to us about who you really are? I'm sorry. Look at yourself. Even I'm surprised by how loud my voice came out, but I step forward and continue. How can you ask that while acting this way? Well, just look at it. Doesn't it make sense to be a little cautious? No, it doesn't. This time, Claire steps up next to me to speak. Ophelia has been here for how long now? Each and every one of you have gotten to know who she is. So what's so different now? She's still the same person. How do we know it wasn't lying about its personality this whole time, too? Cut it with that it crap. She is a person, same as the rest of us. All she wants is to be treated as such. Say it again, and I'll personally make sure you can't say anything for a long time. Sorry, but that still doesn't answer my question. How do we know she's not lying about everything? Ophelia. What's your opinion on the Pyramid Steve thing I did a while ago? That was you? Oh, okay. As long as he's subscribed, that's all that matters. Okay. You came to my store every morning before the sun rose to help me collect eggs for my chickens. You were never asked to, and I never paid you to do so. That wasn't all a trick to me, was it? Of course not. It just seemed hard for you to do. I've also seen you go out of your way to clean up the streets before we're going home. This town has never looked so beautiful. Yeah, but you would come play with the children on days you didn't even need to buy anything. You even helped get a cat out of a tree one day and didn't complain when you got scratched. It didn't hurt me. Oh, that stuff on your hands must be pretty sturdy then. The old lady then turns her attention back to the man. Are you saying all of that was just so she could trick us? If all of that isn't enough to convince you, look at the youngins standing beside her. They're risking themselves to vouch for her. Also, look at her giant rack. Because they know she is truly a good person. The man looks at each of us over before finally taking a step back. Fine. I admit she isn't a bad person. Claire and I breathe a sigh of relief, but Ophelia tenses up. Ophelia, what's wrong? All right, everyone, step aside. Oh, hey, long time no see. Justin, Ophelia, Claire. Dude, they got bigger. Jesus. Tomfoolery, if you will. Don't worry, man. Just that way. Before any of us have time to react, Ophelia takes off behind us. Ophelia, wait. Go. What? Go after her. I'll handle this here. Are you sure? Go. I'll take off at the same direction as Ophelia. I hope Claire knows what she's doing. There's only one place I can think of running her to. Please, Ophelia, be there. Ophelia, are you in here? No answer. Damn it, where is she? Justin? Why did you... Are you kidding me? Of course I would come after you. I was so scared. Scared I'd lose you. Scared that you'd just be out of my life in an instant. I don't want that, Ophelia. Let's remember this too. He randomly found her in an abandoned building. What if I go back and they take me away? Or take you away from me? Like they did with the doctors. I'm scared too, Justin. That won't happen, Ophelia. No matter what, I won't allow it. You don't have to face this all alone. I'll be right here with you the entire way. You don't have to fake it anymore. You don't have to hide. It doesn't matter what they have to say. I just want you to be true to you. That's all I've wanted to hear. For so long, that's all I've wanted. To be accepted. Dude, I am huge. Ophelia, there was never a day of knowing you where I didn't accept you for who you are. Even if I was scared at first, I never once wished you were any different. Thank you. Thank you, Justin. You came into my life when I was at my lowest. I never knew just how much I was missing until I met you. I didn't go to your home by some chance. I was scared I'd never see you again and couldn't handle that. I thought the only way I'd ever be saved, I'd ever get out, was with you. And I was right. You and Claire accepted me and let me in. You both taught me so many things, and there's so much more I want to learn. I love you both so much. We love you too, Ophelia. Right now, she's out there fending off the agents with the help of everyone in town, all so I could come here and get you back to bring you home. God, she really is just really fucking ripped, though. I think we should get back to Claire now. You weren't scared of the agents anymore? Of course I'm scared, but I know that no matter what, you'll be there to face them with me. Are you ready, Ophelia? Not really. There you two are. I was so worried about you. I'm glad you were able to find Ophelia and get her back, but we still have problems. All right, Claire, step aside. I'm glad to see you two made it back and make it back so soon. You caused quite a commotion here. Especially you, Ophelia. Ophelia's 10 steps behind me. I can feel her shaking from where she's grabbing me on my shirt. What do you want with us? Calm down, Justin. Please, allow me. Wait, he can talk? When we first arrived here, our mission was to retrieve specimen 043114, or how you call her, Ophelia? After hearing the growing rumors about the city, we were dispatched, yet found nothing but ruins. We feared we were too late. That was until we ran into you, Justin. Wait, me? Yes, it was very obvious from our first encounter that you made contact with 043. After reporting this to our superiors, our objectives changed from retrieval to observation. So we watched all three of you almost all the time, only taking our eyes off while in the privacy of your rooms and bathrooms. Oh, well, how nice of you. It was during this observation where we got another update to our mission. I'm sorry, what were you doing in our bathrooms? This is something new for us, so we were quite shocked when we went back to headquarters. You really need to elaborate on the bathroom. Ophelia's a pun? What's the... So if you got the orders to go away, why did you come back? That's because we noticed a change in 043's demeanor. We were afraid Ophelia may try revealing herself to the wider public. Well, she was trying to reveal herself to me, too. Oh. Huh. I had no idea. We brought this information to our superiors, who agreed with our assessment and sent us back into the field once again to retrieve. We were biding our time, waiting to make private contact with 043, but we weren't fast enough and she revealed herself. Another failure. Whoops. So you're still here to take her away? I'm not leaving. These people are my friends and my home. During the confrontation Ophelia had with the town, we saw the two of you step in, and frankly, we were moved. We chose to go against our orders and observe once more. You two were able to talk with the people of this town and convince them to no longer be hostile. But most importantly, Ophelia became a wonderful person that the townspeople could trust. We explained this all to our superiors and received our final mission to protect. We stepped forward to inform you of this, yet you ran. Wait, why didn't you let Claire know then? She stayed back to hold you guys off. Well, we tried to, but she proved too talkative and we couldn't say what we wanted. I haven't gotten a lecture like that since my mother visited. Sorry about that. Wait, so what now? Do you guys just leave and we go back to how we were? Now the choice is yours. Do you allow Ophelia to come with us and you go back to your normal lives, or do you allow Ophelia to stay with you both and continue the life you've been living? I'm letting her stay. Are you kidding me? That's not even a question. We're all staying together. There is no other option. And that's exactly what we wanted to hear. Ending 2. I did it. Oh, you made it up. Oh, okay, well, good work today, Justin. See you tomorrow. You too. Have a good one. It's been about 1.5 years now since that incident in our old town. Almost everything about our daily lives changed afterwards. For one, the agents immediately disappeared after we decided we wanted Ophelia to stay with us. It was shocking, to say the least, that they left with so little struggle. After that, we tried getting back to how we once were, but everyone in town obviously treated us differently. Even that old lady started being nice to us. The candy shop man constantly apologized every time we saw him, and honestly, it got annoying for me. Ophelia didn't seem to mind, though, since she got free candy out of it. The kids in town would always want to play with Ophelia, but under the condition that she had to have her arms out. We were scared that they would make her play as a monster, but most times she would just play house with them. I did not fuck the bug. I got ending 2. I don't know if there is a bug fucker ending. Not long after the incident, Claire managed to finish her music, changing all of our lives even more. It wasn't doing too well at first, but she didn't care. She took all the feedback she had received and put it towards improving her craft. By the time her next song came out, she was leagues better than before, and she started getting good traction. I'll never forget the day she ran up to me with that nervous look and told me she got a big job opportunity in the city. She was freaking out about it before Ophelia came in and asked if we were all moving. Delete the game, please. I no longer care about the other endings. Just go to bed. Too late. That was all the convincing it took for her to accept the offer and beg me to move out with her. I gave her a tough time, but I was also immediately convinced when Ophelia mentioned it. I didn't like that town or that job, so there was almost nothing holding me back. Plus, I had a massive amount saved up, so I was able to get an apartment in the same building as Claire's. The only difficulty would be with Ophelia. Who would she stay with? Justin, wait up. I turn around to see a couple of all too familiar faces. These guys again. Hey, Too, did you need something? You forgot some of your papers back at the office. Oh man, you guys are serious lifesavers. I took all of these out to look over at them at home. I guess I forgot to put the folder in my bag since I was in a rush to leave. Oh, why are you in such a rush? Don't you remember he has a special night with Ophelia planned? It's not that special of a night. She's just cooking dinner and I don't want to be late. As modest as ever. We won't hold you up though. Have fun and we'll see you tomorrow. And as per usual, they're gone before I have time to respond. I can't believe there was a time we were all scared of those two. Although they can be pretty intimidating. I'm pretty sure they're just idiots. But it was thanks to those two idiots that I was able to get a job at the same lab they work at. After they caught wind that we were all moving to the city, they contacted me about working there. I said why not and gave it a shot and ended up really liking it. I don't go out in the field like they do. Instead, I focus on cases similar to that of Ophelia. Turns out the doctors weren't the only ones who had a breakthrough in gene splicing, and they were also far from the first. I'm no scientist, so I mainly work in relations. A new potential target gets found. The agents go in, either I meet with them to speak, or they get brought in to speak to me. Then we register them. Most just choose to stay at the facility, but there are some, like Ophelia, who would rather keep their freedom. Ophelia was actually the first they allowed this privilege. The only condition was that she needed to get registered and come in for blood work and body scans regularly. She doesn't mind though, since she just comes to work with me and we pretty much just hang out the whole time. Plus, she gets paid for it. She also gets along with all the researchers and doctors, so no surprise there. Honestly, things between us have been really good since we moved. Oh my god. I pull out my phone to see a call from my mother. I also get blinded by the heavens. Hey Mom, what's up? Oh, nothing really. I just wanted to hear my favorite child's voice. Mom, I'm your only child. Same thing, dear. So have you asked her yet? I should have known that's what this is about. I told you last week when you visited, Mom. When both of us are ready, that's when I'll ask, and I'll make sure you're the first person to know. You mean I'll get to know before Claire? Well, I don't know about that. Ophelia has gotten pretty good at typing, so she might send Claire the message faster. We laugh a little before the conversation eventually trails off. All right, Mom, I'm almost home, so I'll call you later. Are you still planning on visiting next weekend? Of course. Any excuse to see my future daughter-in-law. I roll my eyes a little after hearing this, so he has bone the bug. Love you, Mom. Bye. After everything went down with Ophelia in town, my mom rushed over to our house and gave me a long lecture. She even started to lecture Ophelia and Claire, too. But soon enough, she calmed down and hugged us all, telling us how happy she was that we were safe. Mom's always talking about how much of a hassle kids are, but they can get pretty bad themselves. Finally, I round the corner to the front of the building. Oh, hey, Claire, what are you doing out here? Oh, hey, Justin. I'm just on my way back over to the studio. Turns out parts of my last recording got corrupted, so I need to go back in to record again. Oh man, that's rough. You'd think a big studio like that would have measures to prevent this. It's not that big. And besides, these things happen sometimes. I don't really mind as well. The studio's my little happy place, home away from home. You can always find the bright side of things. Break a leg out there. I'm excited to hear what you got coming out next. I'll make sure your mom and Ophelia get to listen to it before you do. Thank you, though. You've always been so supportive ever since I told you about this hobby of mine. I'll talk to you later. Enjoy your fancy dinner. I hope she gets her recording done fast. Ophelia gets antsy when she's gone for too long. Oh man, something smells really good. She's still got that fucking hoodie on. Justin, you're home. She quickly runs up to me and wraps me in a hug. Welcome back. Dinner is almost ready. How was work? Same as usual. Most leads we chase end up being duds, but that one we found a few weeks ago is going well. We brought them in, showed them around. They seemed to like everything the lab had to offer, but wanted more time to think about it, so we registered them and sent them on their way. That was a few days ago, so we're all just stuck waiting to hear back. The lab is nice, but sometimes home is just nicer. You can say that again. My home is where all the good food is. And your loving girlfriend. You... What a romantic story. I randomly found her in a pile of garbage, and now she's my girlfriend. And my beautiful, wonderful, adorable, loving girlfriend. She's so easy to please. Can you come help me set the table? I'm about to pull the food out. Of course, I'll just go get changed first. As I begin getting changed, my mind gets pulled back to the conversation with Mom. Marriage. I never had to worry about it before, but I guess that's the eventual end goal for relationships. My eyes drift towards my top dresser drawer where Bring is currently hiding. I have thought about it a bit, and Ophelia and I have talked about it. I just don't know when the right time to ask is. Every time I think about it a lot, I end up with the conclusion that I'm not quite ready yet. But it's also unfair to make Ophelia wait forever if she is ready. 1.5 years and you're gonna get married? That's fucking weird. Maybe I can ask Claire for some help. Although I'm sure she'll tell me to go for it and hope for the best. I finish changing out my work clothes and head back down to set the table. I think I'll play it safe for now. I really don't want to mess anything up. You never thought you'd fall in love with an insect, girl, and here you are. A Game Boy if only. And Noah Birdsall. Thank you for playing. Like, seriously, look how fucking ripped she is. God damn. Well, that was it. There are other endings, so if you want to check out those endings, check out the game. It's on sale right now as we're speaking. This was This wasn't as crazy as I thought it was going to be. You're going to die now. Yeah, that was nice. You know, nice little story. And random guy didn't get his hilarious moment of me getting banned when the bug was gonna be bouncing on it silly style. So, but anyway, thank you guys so much for coming to the stream tonight. Thank you to Random Guy. Thank you Sonic. Thank you Cassie. Thank you Wonder Red. Thank you Sane. Thank you Some Guy. Thank you Green Shirt Guy. There's so many guys here. Circus Scrap. Thank you. Who else was here? Oh, Fabrizio Vaca, thank you for coming by. And I think that's everybody. Yeah. I think that's everyone. It would have taken so many screenshots for me. I don't blame you. But yeah, if you guys have any... I know this was different than what I usually play. Well, kind of. I've never really played a... Well... I have played visual novels before, but nobody was there to see them. Now people were here to see it. If you liked this, I would like to do more of these, like short little ones and stuff. Like, I think that'd be fun. I don't really want to do Doki Doki because I've already played Doki Doki. But if there's other ones you want me to check out, just let me know. But yeah, thank you guys for coming to the stream, and I will see you guys next time. See ya. Bye-bye. See ya. See you later. Bye. Bye. Bye.